guys, my existence is stressful. Having to explain I'm autistic is such a struggle because every single autistic character in media is cis white guy most of the time.
Somebody said to me that if Jesus is black, heaven is a ghetto. Everywhere black people live is a damn ghetto. Why should I be yelling at the white man? Hell, if it wasn't for him, we'd all probably be dead from diseases and sickness. Or hell, we each other. Wasn't for the white man. The white man built America. You say, the slave built America. Don't they cover that lie? I'll slap the taste out of your mouth. You ain't built nothing. Half the time what you did build as a slave, the white man had to whoop your ass with a whoop to get you to do that little bit of work that you did do. Had to whoop your ass to get it done. Talking about we built them. You ain't built a damn thing. Don't own a damn thing. None of it. You had Harlem, you threw that away. No, thank God for the white man. Thank God. He's built America and some other safe places. Built airlines so you can ride around on. Built automobiles. Hell, y'all ain't got one nation in Africa have built a car. Talking that damn talk. The only thing y'all can do is play basketball, run up and down the court like a bunch of double-jointed fools.
It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to get things started.
Hey, man, is that Double D? Yeah, man. Well, turn it up, man.
Let's just go in and, like, kill all the orcs, right? They're the bad guys. Who gives a shit? We just hack and slash and we loot their dead bodies, right? Hack and slash, kill them all, you know, conquer the infidels.
Boy, that campaign sounds like a barrel of fun, doesn't it?
Somebody who's opening a refrigerator and leaning in, right, is the language of a woman. Somebody who's opening their refrigerator and being cut off halfway through that lean is the voice of like a mermaid or a siren.
They're utter shits. They're utter shits.
This is not the face of the hobby anymore. And I think there's been mistakes made in years past where people assumed that D&D players were all, you know, white dudes in a basement. Which has been a faulty assumption for a lot of years and gets more and more false every day. And so it's, in my viewpoint, honestly, guys like me can't leave soon enough.
I just had to be born with empathy and a weakness for socialism and femboys.
We gotta put a little hot sauce on the taco, you know what I mean?
We want this dwarf to be the dwarfiest dwarf.
Right.
We want the elf to be the elfiest elf.
And just the dashiest dash of Tabasco.
Their voices need to carry across water.
I'm a creative. It's a huge drain, right? Because fans can be off.
When we got the descriptions, they were very adamant. They were like, try not to make it like a white blonde guy. Like, please, like, we love him, but there's like 500 million of them.
You say white lives matter, they don't. White lives don't matter because white lives aren't a thing.
Lube for their rectal adventures.
Lutherville, Marina Del X, Otisburg. Otisburg? Who's this monster? She's got her own place. Otisburg? It's a little bitty place. Otisburg? Okay, I just wipe it off. That's all. It's a little town. Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
5, 4, 3.
Great, Sam.
I've got a really big gorge here that I've got to traverse. Your mom has a big gorge.
Did you cry? So much. I went into the house and my wife was like, "What's wrong?" And I just crawled onto her and sobbed.
Oh my God.
Well, ain't the old opening better?
Get away from me, you creepy, crazy fucking Canadian.
On with the show.
On with the show. This is it. How's everybody doing? Oh my Lord, look at this guy coming in heavy. Coming in heavy.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
That's becoming DBs. Hey, Dog Brothers, Sword Sisters. Hope your weeks are going well. They are. Been an interesting one. Bikini Armor Month, bam, I like that, is going nicely on X. Show your pride. Now is the time to entertain me. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. I think there was another one there, too.
Oh, I got something for him, too.
Back on YouTube. Patrick Demo.
Now pay close attention, because the information you're about to hear could mean the difference between life and death.
Leave it to Critical Role to remove the game from role-playing game. And leave it to Mike Merles to simp for them. Yeah, should be a good show tonight. Yep, we shall see. We will see. Oh boy. Commodore D has been complaining all day. Nobody will talk to him.
Well, you know what? That's on him.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. I went into his chat maybe like 3 or 4 months ago to compliment him for donating his time to help feed the homeless. And then 2 weeks later, he went on his show and called me and Rogan some cork soakers, man.
Yeah.
F that dude.
He really is one of the most miserable people.
He is.
I actually popped in on his chat last night, and he was relating this tale, and you never know with him if it's true or not. But it was this tale where he's talking to someone, maybe a acquaintance, maybe maybe just somebody he's seen around the game store, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, we should play. We should do play a role playing game." And it's like, "Oh, cool, yeah." And then the next time Condor is saying this, next time he sees that guy, he says sometimes the guy will be like, "Hey, yeah, when are we gonna roll up characters?" And Condor was bragging, going like, "We never talked about anything like that. Slow your roll, dude." Like he was like bragging essentially about being a complete and utter dick to somebody who actually, one of the few people who actually did want to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a misanthrope. Edgelord, sorry, I crashed your Dr. G interview. No, you didn't. I went and got you, I think. It was a final arbiter dance. Oh, we love both of you guys. It was great meeting you, sir. Edgelord is he's a funny dude. Yeah, if you look in the CNY stream, he's the one that had the fat Albert shirt on.
I saw that.
Which got me.
Didn't he say he got it at a thrift store for like 99 cents or something like that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he can probably confirm that. Hey, Craig, good to meet you. It was such a good time at CNY. So let me first just reset that.
Well, let's reset this.
Yep.
32 months.
Yep. 32 months. Yep.
Awesome.
Had a blast at CNY. It was great meeting you, Jeff, and your lovely wife. You guys were so nice. All these guys. I felt blown away. A lot of them got to play. I ran 2 games, and there was a lot of divers in those games, and everybody was just so kind and nice. Hope I entertained you. 99 cent at Salvation Army. There we go.
I pay attention during these videos.
Yeah, Snake Ola Sean, great dude. Craig, gelatinous dude and his lovely wife. Man, the list goes on. Craig, let's see, Dave, Reseda. Reseda is actually responsible for a little game show that you guys are going to play. In other words, I'm talking to Crazy Mouse and Rogan. You guys, did you know you're going to play a game show tonight?
I did not.
Didn't know that. I'm all in though. I wear my lucky underwear.
Reseda made a joke at the table, and it had me chuckling. And yes, so it inspired me to do a little game. Cal, making me jealous. Yeah, you got to get out of California there, Cal. Not that New York's much better, but you could live in any other state around in driving distance. Yeah. So Roger Rebus, who framed Roger Rebus? Not this guy. We love Roger Rebus. Such a good dude, puts on such a great convention, and people way underestimate like his attention to detail and his drive to just get things done. He is what makes CNYCon. So again, Roger, I speak for everybody. I have no problem saying that. We salute you.
How many people would you say in total were there?
My guess is between 150 and 200.
That's really good.
I don't know if Roger. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you have the people that are staying all the weekends, and then there's locals that come in. In fact, one of the locals, this woman Samantha, was in my game last year, and she played the exact same character this year, and she was thrilled. And she's a great character. As soon as she sat down, I'm like, well, I got her for you, and yeah, she did a fantastic job. And in fact, I got her email and another dude's, and I essentially now have a separate campaign going, I guess, once a year at CNY Con. These same characters.
That's cool.
Just kind of going through. It's a really fun time. So yeah. Roll, player roll. Here's a tip.
Where's all the money? That's as good as money, sir. Those are IOUs.
Here's a tip for the first edition signed copy of The Chronicle of Rondo the Younger. Yes. Yeah, that was my character in DM Bloodworth's game. I actually played a warrior poet in Shadowdark, and I wrote a little chronicle as we were going, outlaying our adventures at the end. So thank you very much. Craig for 10.
Somebody's got to go back and get a shitload of dirt.
Just a shitload of them. Great to play Hyperborea with y'all. Looking forward to next year. Greg was really cool and a great GM. He is, yeah. He was such a good dude. I was getting ready to say that too. Making the drive was well worth the shitload of times. Yep. Yeah. Getting to hang with Greg and reconnecting with him, and his lovely guest, Mrs. D, and I, and him and his lovely guest. We were able to have dinner together one night, and it's just really cool. He's such a good dude. Me and Greg are like simpatico on pretty much, maybe not 100% on everything, but pretty darn close.
Don't you? It's funny you say that, because you and I agree on like 95% of the stuff.
Yeah.
And the 5% that we don't, I don't think we've ever gotten in an argument, but don't you think sometimes it opens your mind up to just look at it from a different point of view?
Well, yeah.
I mean, I don't think you'd want to be somebody that was 100%. You need someone to push you, to test you, to maybe tell you, hey, you're doing this wrong, to teach you. Like, you have to.
I would say, yeah, you definitely want that always as an option. Now, look, if it's every day is a battle,
fuck that.
then you're like, okay, now this is
we're only together 5% of the time.
yeah. Well, it's like those women that are like, do you just want a wife who just rolls over for you and agrees with everything? Don't you want a wife who will challenge you? And it's like,
no.
Define challenge.
Yeah.
Right. Let's define challenge. Because I don't want to come home from work. No guy wants to come home from work and just start arguing with their wife. I mean, Game Master Rogers Neighborhood.
Oh, we got something for him too.
What the hell you need ball bearings for?
Oh, come on, guys. It's all ball bearings nowadays.
Sure is. Too kind, Double D. Total was 244. This, of course, is the great Roger Rebus. Last year was 202. Yeah, 20%. It's only going to get more, brother. Also, hi, this is my YouTube channel. I figured that out. Yep. Great job. Great job.
Greg is the Dragonslayer guy.
He is indeed. Yep. Looks like that we might have missed some up there, buddy. If you want to, did we? No. I guess not.
This is one of those 5%.
Yes. That's why let the crazy mouse do his job. Oh, there we go. Thank you for bailing me out, Hungar.
Yep. You do it.
I'm a Secretary of State. Brought to you by Carl's Jr. Why do you keep saying that? Because they pay me every time I do.
Hit that like button. Hell yeah. For the show that's brought to you by Carl's Jr. Thank you so much, buddy. Also, Emperor's Choice, the Arduino guys. They are some of the coolest dudes. I might have mentioned this, but Friday night was movie night, and we watched Conan the Barbarian.
The first one?
The first one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, Dave and George from the Arduino Emperor's Choice guys, they gave everybody like a keychain of the Conan sword in a scabbard.
Holy cow.
It's a little metal Conan sword. I'll show you before you go, Rogan. And Crazy Mouse, if you want to see it. It's super cool. They did that for everybody. And then they cast, I will show you, they cast these minis. Put this on X. Will it work?
There you
we
go.
We got some focus
Yep.
there.
They had these casts just for that. Of course, Conan. And, what's Conan without little Valeria? Come on. I know you can do it. Maybe not.
There you go. You had it.
From a distance.
Yep.
There you go. You get the idea. And two others, too. Subutai and Bombada. Even though Bombada wasn't in the movie, they had those specially made. They brought a small number. And I know me and Greg were like, I'm in. Give me the whole set. So we bought them right there. Awesome. T&B, Brigitte and Sophia. Who are they? The pool in YouTube. Two of the most beautiful women ever. Hey, gelatinous dude. Yep, he was in both my games. What do we got for him?
The turkeys are hitting the ground like sacks of wet cement. As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
I thought they could too.
I didn't know they couldn't.
Shout out to Double D and all the other divers who were at CNY. Kudos to Roger for putting on a great con. Absolutely. Echo those sentiments. Thank you guys, too. It's great seeing you and your wife again. Look forward to seeing you guys again next year. Craig for 5. They also gave everyone who played Arduino a Conan sword letter opener. Oh, my God. These Arduino guys, Dave and George, they're Emperor's Choice. Get the Arduino box set, guys. Go to their website. These are like two of the most
Toby, can you put
nice
that?
guys.
Can you put their website in there in the description?
Yeah, can you find that? Emperor's Choice up in Buffalo.
Me and Rogan would do it, but we'd probably end up banning them.
I swear I didn't hit modify.
Brian, the continuing saga of his, there's the Bricks and Minifigs, Stolen Legos. Brian has his own mini version of that, the Stolen Miniatures. Update on the Stolen Minis, 6K plus worth stolen. Still missing 2 old WHF Giants and a few 1970s minifigs Napoleons. The rest returned by buyers. Amazing community. Yeah, that was so cool. Some dirtbags stole all these minis and then sold them. And then like everybody basically gave them back to Brian. So cool. So glad. Yeah, I'm sorry those other ones are missing, but all things considered, not too bad probably, right? Yeah, they do have a Kickstarter coming. Yeah, Edgelord is from up there too. So I got to get with them, and I think I did talk to them about it. So whenever they're ready to announce that, we'll have them on.
Oh heck yeah! And also we want to keep our streak intact.
Yeah, success, Kickstarter success. Shawnee, me boy. You guys got to see a little Shawnee on the channel. Got to play in Greg's Robert Byrne. Oh yeah, the Robert Byrne module on Sunday. Glad I got to stay the whole con. Next year, I think we're gonna do that. Like I said, I'll be retired next year. Not much going on, so we're determined next year to stay all throughout. And who knows? We might even be joined. I know I talked to Zolt, who's not here tonight. No movie tonight, obviously. We're getting up early and going to Origins tomorrow.
There it is, everybody.
So he may be coming next year.
Thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Toby. Yep. Arduino. Yes, Arduino. Gelatinous dude, 10 more. My brother. Do we got anything for
I
this?
certainly do.
You're a bastard from a basket!
Couldn't be further from the truth.
To be determined.
If any of you were on the fence about going to CNY this year, do yourself a favor and make sure you pull the trigger next year. You won't regret it. Yeah. People are already saying something that I don't know if I can take credit for it. Maybe I will, because I was saying this like last year. I said, kind of sounds like this CNY con is like North Texas RPG North. I heard Roger talk about it. I've heard others talk about it, and it's true. So if you're within driving distance, you're going to want to go to this one. It's only going to get better. Great gaming.
From the 814, it's about what, Double D? About 4 hours?
Yeah, 4 hours. Now, we went to Cooperstown the day before. Spent the day there. Cooperstown is a cool little village. Obviously went through the Baseball Hall of Fame. Yeah. And then it was like, Cooperstown's like 50 minutes from Utica. So if you guys want to make a long weekend out of it, I recommend Cooperstown too. So, yeah. So what can I say? Everybody I played with, everybody I met was just amazing. Matt, the Barrows and Borderlands, Matt Tapp, another good dude. I'm going to have him on as well. Mrs. D loved playing with.
I thought you were divorced.
Oh, no, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Thus living in the basement.
What can you do? What can you do? I got to do one thing here, Crazy Mouse.
You got it.
Yeah, give me one moment here.
Decado 1628 Double D says it was great to meet you and talk to you.
Oh, cool. Yep. Wait, who said that?
Decado?
Okay.
It's on there right now, buddy.
Oh, Decado, CNY was awesome. Great talking to you again, Double E. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maine, right? I believe Decado is the main guy. Yeah. Let me know if that's right. Yeah. You're going to have to forgive me. I'm not getting any younger. And sometimes I have all these names going through and I basically know who I'm talking about, but sometimes I get a little turned around, so to speak. So yeah, definitely, guys. I really recommend it. This is a very affordable convention.
Decado's Troll Den Painting.
Oh, okay. Yep.
From Maine. Yep. Double D was right.
Yep. I remember. Yeah, I talked to him last night. Yep. Just like last year. It was probably almost the exact same time of night too. So yeah, good seeing you again, brother. Yeah.
Toby says Decado has a channel.
There we go. Subscribe. And if you guys saw early on, if one of the members of our Birthright game group, or just our role-playing group, he's animating his character's journal. His character always did a journal, that he did. So he's actually using AI to do it. And I would say this is one of the good uses of AI, probably, because let's face it, we were never going to hire an animator to animate his journal in any reality. So him just being able to do this is pretty cool. So if you go to the very, very top, you'll see it. It's Dalamir's journal. So check that out too. 1 second, Crazy Mouse.
And I'll update the poll between the blonde and the brunette. It's 50-50.
Oh, 50-50.
Oh.
50-50.
50-50.
50-50, eh?
Blondie by 1.
That'd be Brigitte Bardot. Yeah, but I don't think you can go wrong either way with either of these.
There's Troll Den Paintings website.
Yeah, subscribe there too, guys.
But subscribing doesn't cost anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Like at all. And if you don't even hit the bell, you won't even just be notified. It just helps the channel. So if you guys want to throw a subscription or whatever to Dalamir's journal, it would help out our buddy Stern.
Yep.
And
Decado too.
Yeah, we'll make sure that Condor gets on that shit too.
All right. So Sunday night, and to Crazy Mouse's point earlier, listening to friends, who over like year and a half or 2 years ago, MMA wasn't even really a thought, but like Zolt, our buddy Zolt, is the one who actually started to get me into it. And he was just like, hey, you want to come over and watch the fights? And, a couple times I was like, I don't know, I might have something to do. And then I was like, yeah, fuck it. Why not? And then I was just kind of would go over, watch him, started to kind of dig it, and was just kind of listening to him, because he knows what he's talking about when it comes to this. I don't know if you guys, how many of you in the audience saw it, but the Sunday night thing at the White House was fucking awesome. I mean, it was amazing what they were able to put on, and every fight was there was no decisions. It was all knockouts. And this last fight was just savage and brutal. The guy on the left is kind of like an Ivan Drago. His name's Ilya Topuria. Is that it? I saw him fight once at like Zolt's, and he just ran through this old time champion, and he's real cocky. I don't know, so he's kind of like Drago or Clubber Lang, and his thing is, the guy on the left there, having celebratory victories the night before the fight. And he did that against the guy on the right, Gaethje. And guess what happened? Did not look so good at the end of the fight.
Damn.
Yeah, it had to be stopped. His corner threw in the towel.
His nose looks blown up, man.
Oh, he has a broken orbital bone, almost for sure. I mean, look at that. Everybody was just going nuts. Everything was fucking cool. So it's so glad to see like these kind of like high tea things sort of being in the mainstream. I loved it. Hey, there's Rosita. W, thanks for being awesome. You and your gaming group on Saturday were amazing. Had a great time. See, guys, I told you I have a new gaming group once a year. I had a great time at CNY, and your game was fantastic. Many thanks. Thank you so much.
Well, I got something for him too.
Our controvertible episode of Pigs in Space.
Rosita is the one who I gave him his character. Well, and to his credit, the girl I was talking about, I think she's a local. Sam is her name, and she played the sorceress last time. Well, Rosita came in last. He was like a last minute fit in, and he picked the male version of the sorcerer. And I'm like, hey, buddy, I'm like, do you mind? Two sorcerers might be a little too much for this. I'm like, do you mind being Praxor, the fighter? And without missing a beat, he's like, oh, sure. He's like, I think I'm on Praxor for some ailment because it sounds like a drug. So it's endlessly amusing to me. I was still chuckling about that.
I have a question. Why, Rosita, why 8170, if you wouldn't mind?
Yeah, 81. So maybe that was just available. Null Spectre, 10 memberships.
Whoa, hold on a second.
Oh,
hold on.
This. Get this. He blessed you with his favorite there. Blessed you with his favorite. Thank you so much, Null Spectre.
That's awesome.
That's very nice of you.
Oh, we got Bad News Bards.
Bad News by Jeff again. Mrs. Death had a blast gaming with Mrs. D. Yeah, that was a great game. That was in Matthew Tapp's Barrows and Borderlands game. Matthew Tapp, cool dude. Yeah, and your wife, it seems so nice. Such a sweet, sweet woman. And you are a very cool dude too, Mr. Death Angel Shadow, aka Jeff. I smote that Dark Angel like the slug. Wait, go back. I want to read all that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I like the slug he was, polymorphed him and then squished him under my heel. Yeah, Mrs. D told me about that. That's how you guys dealt with the Dark Angel. Polymorph and then crushed like a snail. So well done, sir. Yes, and look forward to seeing you guys again next year. Decado is a straight up G, says James of the OSR. Indeed he is. Yeah, we'll have to talk a little bit more next year, Decado.
Just a random number, Double D.
Yeah, there you go.
The reason I ask is 8170 is a big deal. It's August 1st.
That's true. 8-1. Yeah. Oh, for you?
Yeah, that's why I was like,
yeah.
Dude, I thought maybe him and I shared a birthday.
Well, I was thinking 8-1, and then I'm like, oh, 72.
Yeah, so I just thought we shared a birthday.
Yeah, that was that's a very fortuitous number there.
Yeah, just sticks out like a sore thumb. I love it.
All right, well, putting a button on the on this MMA thing, while this was going on, this high tea event that every red-blooded American male should have been watching and enjoying, there was something else going on up in New York. The DNC had a concert.
Oh, you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose. You fascists bound to lose. Hey there, all you fascists. Let me put you straight.
It sounds like if you were at a county fair.
Yes.
And like between the pie eating contest and maybe the Kiss the Pig promotion.
Yeah. Apple bobbing. Yeah. Yeah. This is bad. How embarrassing. There were men at this. You're listening to an 80-year-old woman, telling all the fascists they're bound to lose.
Oh, come and kiss a pig.
When you come for the rest of us, we'll fight you at the gate and you will lose. You fascists bound to lose.
But they got no one to fight for them. They got this. It's all soy.
Yeah, it's like, all right. So while you're talking about fighting, and meanwhile across town or across the country, because I think that was in New York and this was in DC. These guys are actually fighting. And by the way, all these guys, like almost all of them are, I hate to say it, they're all right-wing conservative Republican. That's why men who have fucking had enough, they're starting to get into this, and I kind of like it.
Roger wants to know if that's why you left early.
It's not why we left early. It was kind of a happenstance. Plus, we probably would have been able to make it home in time anyway, because the fights didn't really start till 9, and either way we probably would have been gone by 5. But yeah, I think next year though, we probably are going to be there.
Double D's retired next year. He's staying till he's going right from there to Origins.
That's right. Yeah,
There ain't no coming home.
We're just spending the week in Utica. Yeah, it's I know I'm ready to retire because not once have I thought about work since I've been off for this whole stretch for these 2 conventions. I'm done. Mentally, I've checked out. James for 10 memberships. My nigga.
Listen, punk. To me, you're nothing but dog shit. You understand?
Speaking of high tea, you get favored with one of my favorites. Thank you so much, James. Good to see you, buddy. Here. Look at all these people. Just getting blessed. All right,
I got one tidbit.
Oh,
yeah.
So all my brothers came home. It was my mom's birthday on Sunday.
Yes.
And they all came down to our house, and we were watching. Was the basketball game on? No, we were at my mom's house the night of the basketball game.
Saturday
night.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed the Riverwalk in San Antonio. And Carrie Mouse says, well, why are they showing that? What is that? And I said, oh, that's the Riverwalk in San Antonio. That's like one of their big things. And she said, do you go to San Antonio a lot? I said, yeah, every fucking Friday night I go down to San Antonio.
We hop on the private jet.
What the hell kind of question is that? And I think she meant to say, have you ever been to San Antonio? But the way she said it got the whole family turned to her and was like, what the hell are you talking about? If I was shooting off to San Antonio every now and again, I thought you would know. It was just such a weird transition of, I knew that was something in San Antonio to, do you go to San Antonio a lot? And she wasn't being like a smartass. She just was asking. And it was just so...
It sounds like a nervous guy on a first date.
It was just really odd. So I actually, without missing a beat, if anybody remembers something about Mary, was like, have you ever been to Santiago, Chile? And
Twice last
year. Do you go to San Antonio a lot? I just turned to her and I said, twice last month. She had a little egg on her face, but
it's all right. It's all right.
God love her.
We love Mrs. Mouse. Gelatinous Dude for 5. Love these people who've never been in a fight in their life, saying how they're gonna meet you at the gates and they're gonna put you down. Yeah. Yep. So pathetic. You can't get a bigger microcosm of what's going on in America right now than those 2 extremes. Dudes just beating the hell out of each other, and then when they're done, patting each other on the back and saying good fight, and just people loving it. By any measure, that event was a spectacular success. Whatever any of these leftists try to tell you, that thing was fucking incredible and amazing. My only thing is they probably should have put at least part of it on CBS instead of all of it on Paramount, because I think they could have gotten a shitload of fans, and Paramount probably could have gotten a shitload of subscriptions after that. People would have been so juiced. Patrick over on the dark side, YouTube being gay again. Anyways, fascist is as limp and meaningless a term as Nazi nowadays. Yep, we don't care. DM Bloodworth had fun playing in DM Bloodworth's game. That was the only game I got to play. Well, no, not the only one. Actually the only one I got to play in with Mrs. D. We also were in it with Gelatinous Dude and his wife.
37 months.
Damn, that's awesome.
Damn. Nice. Jeff from for 10.
Mama's wrong again.
No kind of Sandys, you're wrong.
You're wrong. Fascist. After that singing, does that mean their definition of fascists include a person who can carry a tune?
We're going to
so,
meet
buddy.
you at the gates again. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. That's the state of America. You know, as a which way, American man? Are we watching the MMA or are we watching Bette Midler, an 80-year-old woman, tell you how you should vote?
That was?
That was Bette Midler.
That was Bette Midler, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you play that? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I was joking there.
Oh, you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose. You fascists bound to lose. Hey there, all you fascists.
Oh my goodness gracious.
When you come for the rest of us, we'll fight you at the gate and you will lose.
Is that Seinfeld star Bette Midler?
Yeah. That's back before anybody knew what a lunatic she was.
It's insanity. It is.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that was Bette Midler.
Yeah.
I honestly did think it was the lady from the county fair.
I just don't, for the love of goodness, I just don't understand how these people can think they're winning. I don't get it. I mean, are their eyes truly gouged out? Has their brain been rendered retarded completely? I don't get it.
I wish I knew.
We're bound to lose.
She voted against Lincoln. Yeah. She getting up there. No, not yet. Is the kindest thing I can say.
Do you remember that TV show? Remember, was it Remote Control on MTV? And it was
Colin Quinn, right?
Kari Werher was on it. Didn't they have a category Dead or Canadian?
I think so.
That does ring
yeah.
a bell.
I think so.
Bette Midler, Dead or Canadian?
Both. I don't know.
God, what a fucking.
This one
what a
wasn't
state
hard one
we
for
are in.
me. A or B. I mean, they're both beautiful women, but I have my opinion, and I'll share that later on.
All right.
Well, I'll share it now. I'll share it now. As they grew older, Sophia Loren aged remarkably, whereas Brigitte Bardot did not age very well at all. In fact, as she got much older, she still acted, and she still looked beautiful for her age, absolutely radiant. So I went with
in their prime. They were both really,
absolutely,
really hot. I would say Sophia would be my choice.
Yeah, mine as well.
Sophia too. Reseda, another 10, my man.
Let's see what we got for him.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
Message sent. When they're not
bound to lose.
When they're not waving from a highway overpass, the No Kings geriatrics singing about fascists losing. Yep. Yeah. My view is always like it's they're just doing what they do. To me, it's the people, especially the grown men, who hear that and see that and go, yeah, that's the side I want to be on. So I am a harsh judge of my own gender. And if you are singing Fascist Bound to Lose as a grown man, I will never have respect for you. Ever.
You handed in your man card.
Yeah, forever. Marilyn Monroe sobbing in the corner. Well,
someone also mentioned, where was Raquel Welch today?
Well, maybe I didn't say these are the most beautiful. I just said there's two of the most beautiful. So maybe someday, remind me, Crazy Mouse, maybe we'll do a Marilyn versus Raquel. Emperor's Choice. Oh my God, $20, guys.
As she likes to say, lanterns are lit, so are the tits.
She's my cherry pie.
He loved you so much, he gave you James's drop. That's how much. Dave and George from Emperor's Choice. Thank you, guys. Hello, Double D. Thank you so much for the kind words. It was a pleasure speaking with you and your wife at CNY RPG Con. We'll get both of you into an Arduino game next year. Yes. I have to get back to bloody Arduino development. Yes, I will make time for you guys next year. I am on the hook for that. And thank you so much. Not only just for being there, selling cool stuff, but just supporting the convention with a bunch of cool shit. Just unbelievable. So support these guys. Check out Arduino. It's one of the earliest RPGs. Like right there after D&D. It was kind of like the West Coast offering. And there's a lot of history there, a lot of cool shit in it. So even if you don't end up playing it, you're going to want it just as kind of like a historical artifact almost. And they do a great job presenting it in the way it would have been, mostly presented. So check them out, guys. There is no leftist men. It's all lady boys, says Hungar. Yes,
Here's one for
I
George.
tend to agree.
This is one for George and Dave.
Yeah. Still need that pick. There you go. Not sure what that reference is, but there you go. James, do we give him do we do a back-to-back? Lanterns are lit. Let's do it.
As she likes to say, lanterns are lit. So are the tits. She's my terrified.
We don't need to sexualize women. They do it themselves.
That's right. James of the OSR, DM James, listening to Bet turned me into a full-blown card-carrying fascist. Yeah, perhaps a Christo-fascist even. I'm a slave to God, but no one else. Bravo, Slavi. Thank you, brother. Love you. I remember that, going back to before, it reminds me of the Al Bundy quote, like, women understand women perfectly. That's why they all hate each other.
Yeah.
Shellback, as the eldest son who has 4 blonde sisters and 4 blonde brothers. Wow. I'm not very attracted to blonde girls. I've attracted that yellow fever, though. Even married me an actual Filipina. Ooh, there you go. Different kind of yellow instead of blonde. Yeah, I don't hate blondes. I prefer brunettes.
I prefer brunettes as well.
Yeah. But not that I'd be kicking Brigitte Bardot out of bed anytime.
I love them all.
Yeah, any flavor. Yeah, redhead. James likes the redheads. Craig for 10.
Hold on.
Ooh, what happened to the tongue?
There's your blonde right there.
Got one for you.
Whenever I see Dems and lefties acting out in a cringeworthy fashion, all I can think of is that line from Gladiator. People should know when they are conquered. Ooh, yeah, it's an oft underappreciated line. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Craig. Jeff, hola from Arkansas. I'm on break and listening to the best chat. Yep. Good to have you here, as
Thanks
always,
for tuning
Jeff.
in, Jeff.
Awesome.
Yeah, always good to see you, sir. All right, let's do a little bit of news. I think that's this one. There we go. Cover that up for a moment. Wizards is hiring a senior AI engineer for customer-facing features. Hot off the heels of Hasbro announcing a new AI studio, WotC, the publisher of D&D, is advertising a vacancy on LinkedIn for a senior AI engineer. Sign the times. The advertisement talks about customer-facing features, AI tech and products, and systems for player assistance, tutorials, and NPC behaviors. Now, there is a key part of this that I thought was interesting. Chris Cox talked frequently about the use of AI in Hasbro's workflow as a whole, lauding AI integration as a clear success and describing himself as an AI bull. WotC has always maintained that its 2 main products, D&D and Magic, would not use the technology, and has previously removed artwork from products when it's transpired that they were created with AI tools. Oh, by transpired, you mean when people called you out on it? Like, this is clearly AI,
gobbly
junk. Yeah, crap. The publisher's most recent statement on AI said, for 50 years, D&D has been built on the innovation, ingenuity, and hard work of talented people who sculpt a beautiful, creative game. Okay. That isn't changing. Our internal guidelines remain the same with regards to AI tools. We require artists, writers, and creatives contributing to the D&D RPG to refrain from using AI generative tools to create final D&D products. I thought that use of the word final was instructive.
Hold on, Double D. That one's for you.
Roger, got a drop. Gonna grab some ice cream with the fam.
Enjoy that family time.
Yep. Love you, Raj.
Great
we'll
job
talk
on
soon,
that
buddy.
convention.
Yep.
And congrats on your numbers going up 20%. That's super impressive.
By any measure,
Absolutely.
it's a success, and it's almost entirely a result of this guy because his drive. I told him he was
Working
like
hard.
I told him he was like Frodo in Lord of the Rings. You know, when they said, "If you don't see this quest through, nobody will." And I think that's the way it is with like CNY Con. Like he has this drive to like take the ring and throw it in. So back to this. What does that mean? They can't use AI to create final D&D products. Does that give them some leeway to do some noodling beforehand? Hey, AI, I'm out of ideas. My boss just wanted me to make an adventure. Give me some ideas with these, these beats. Technically, when it does that and generates a bunch of shit for you, and then you just retype everything, that might not be final use of AI, but that's AI use. And I guarantee you they're doing it. They almost have to be at this point. And honestly, it's whatever AI is shitting out is probably a lot better than what they would. Hey, Gigantosaurus.
Is this breaking news, Jeff Hatch? Are you breaking some news here?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. It is a shame. Avenger announced in a little video. It just wasn't by his own admission, just kind of wasn't pulling the numbers needed to kind of sustain it. I am glad I got to go that one time. It was a really fun con. It was like 3 or 4 groups just gaming all the time. So it was really fucking cool. But at least for now, he's setting it aside.
Avenger's Chalt, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe in the future, we'll try again. It's kind of like I said, it's kind of at the worst possible time because next year I was kind of thinking, man, maybe we can make it happen with VengerCon. I just couldn't this year because we're already going up to Minneapolis in the fall. So, but sad to hear that. But Venger will be okay. He's a good dude, and he will land on his feet. So there you go. I think he's leaving wiggle room open for his creatives by saying it's not going to be used to create final D&D products.
Oh, absolutely.
In other words, he's just saying, well, we're never going to ask ChatGPT, make a module, and then we'll seal it up, send it to print, and then boom, it's out the door.
Well, the devil's in the details, and that's the detail right there.
I think so. That kind of caught my eye. And you watch, I will be right on this. They are using AI. Let me just say that. They're using AI for some of their stuff creatively in D&D. Probably Magic too, but I don't pay attention to Magic. I don't know how you could stop them. How do you stop them?
Well, you can't. I mean, they're on a roll of self-destruction.
Yeah. Hey, what's her name? Mackenzie Darmus. I need you to do a tower, with some some threats in there, a couple monsters, maybe have a lich or something. Oh yeah,
I don't want to deface Mackenzie Darmus, but who was the one that was maybe embezzling money? Who was that one?
Embezzling money. I must confess, I'm not quite sure what you're referencing. Do you have any more?
No. And I'm obviously wrong then, so I don't want to say anything.
Oh, was it? Yeah, that definitely wasn't her.
Yeah, Mackenzie, my apologies. But there was someone that was like in charge of something for their D&D stuff, and some of the funds were misappropriated.
Oh man,
that rings a bell. But
we
I
did
can't
it on
recall.
the show like 2 years ago,
and I now I feel that's the curse of having the memory.
Mackenzie Darmus? She's not African American, is she?
Oh no, you're thinking of Tanya DePass.
There you go.
Yeah. No, she's not affiliated with Wizards of the Coast except maybe as a one-time sensitivity reader. Yeah, she's a Tanya DePass is a nonprofit fraudster.
There you go. I knew something.
Yeah,
something about money.
Yeah, you're the
Okay,
right. Yeah, right. As one of my teachers used to say, "Right church, wrong pew."
Okay.
Yeah, she's just a typical grifter. They also have that African Into the Motherlands game that they're never going to fulfill because she's a grifter. I did a video on that.
No, they had a Kickstarter?
They did, 4 years ago.
Kept all the money?
Of course, yeah. It ain't coming out. It ain't coming out. Wayne for 10.
Hold on a second, Wayne.
Another one. Another one. Another one.
Another one. Sad thing is AI, as useless as it is here, actually has more raw talent than the humans woke on the coast has working for them. Yeah, I mentioned that, Wayne, when I said the AI is probably going to do a better job than they would anyway, so they might as well just be upfront about it. I mean, you're not getting any truly creative people there. I mean, yeah, Mackenzie Armas is going to make the next legendary adventure. You fucking kidding me? Give me a break. So yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. They're using it. They will just try to hide it because they know how people feel about it. Especially, I don't think AI is one of those things that needs to be politicized. I think it has its place. I think there are certain instances where it can be used to good effect, and you best get used to it. It seems like a lot on the left have this absolute hatred of it. I don't have an absolute hatred of it. I'm cautious of it, I guess I should say. Clear Poster specifically talks about customer-facing features and NPC behaviors. Whatever that means.
Tanya DePass situation, I don't know why, but it just reminds me from last week of the Carmelo Anthony situation. Like, she had a Kickstarter, they had a GoFundMe.
Yeah, same type.
She kept all the money, they bought an Escalade.
Yeah, well, we're going to go into that in lunacy, but yeah, same types of behavior, same types of people, if you know what I mean. Just, it's the 60% doing what they do. She just, and remember what a miserable cocksucker she was. Remember at that convention, she's like, don't come up to me. Don't talk to me. Don't do this.
Yes,
don't ask me this.
Wasn't she on a panel when she did that?
Yes. It was the all-black panel.
Yeah, the all-black panel. Just absolutely disgraceful. Shawnee, me boy, VengerCon did try to do an online version in January, but I think it needed refinement. Well, I don't know if I would want Venger in charge of a all digital thing. I don't know if he has those skills to pay the bills, but I know he's trying. And man, I wish it was able to draw like more from like the local Madison area. But the problem is Madison is really liberal, and they have sullied his reputation.
Yes, they did.
And that's the tragedy of it.
Wasn't there an issue with flyers on the windshields of cars?
Yep. And it's disgusting and it's disgraceful.
Because they'll do it all the time. These woke people will do that all the time. But
ideally, when you're running these conventions, you do kind of need a little bit of a local base to kind of help pump up, your numbers. And he gets a few, but not many. It's people coming in from all over. And you can't count on that consistently. When you're doing a convention. So I don't know. I hope it works out. I hope maybe he tries it again in the future, but it's not my money that's being spent. So, James for 10 again.
You got a skinny little runt named Dalton working here.
Watching all the Euros making vids, loving on the US lately. I think we should do like a POW swap where we send them all our self-loathing Americans for their pro-USA Europeans and Australians. I'm all for that. I am all for that, brother.
Nixon wants to do some math real quick.
You got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try.
Don't bother.
Not even going to try.
Bother.
He knows.
The other bit of news, D&D Beyond enables content sharing for drops. Remember, we talked about the drops earlier. They've enabled drops content sharing for master tier subscribers on D&D Beyond. All monster and player options available to share now. And maps content sharing coming pretty soon here. Per D&D Beyond, it may take up to a day, blah, blah, blah. D&D Beyond's drop content is a new subscriber exclusive perk. We went over this that adds weekly and monthly content, mostly just old stuff repackaged, including spells, monsters, and player options. WotC originally launched the drops content without sharing enabled, drawing immediate negative feedback from the fans. Wizards claimed that it was a business decision to not enable content sharing for the drops, but they later acknowledged it was a mistake and said they were taking steps to fix it. In other words, the OGL fiasco has permanently scarred them. Permanently.
I have a difficult time with them using the term drop. I understand, like, hey, check this out, D&D Crazy Mouth. Nine Inch Nails just dropped a new album. That I understand.
Yeah.
But this is business right here, using it as, hey, these little drops. I think it's dismissive of the fan base.
Yeah.
I think it's divisive of the people that are going to sign up and participate in this.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, drops. I don't like it either. I don't know. It just doesn't strike me as right. Yeah,
No.
Avenger needs someone else to be the face of the next con. That way people can actually meet him in person instead of being scared away by the name Satanus. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's time maybe he retires the second part of that name, especially when he's not a Satanist. I mean, he's like a family man.
Very photogenic.
Oh,
very photogenic.
Every picture of him is just like right out of a catalog.
Yeah.
Like if you were going to build an amusement park, you want him there just for the photos.
Right.
You know, like, you know, the pamphlets that they hand out where the map of all the rides are. Here's Venger on the roller coaster. Like how Gavin always has great pictures on roller coasters.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right, let's talk a little about Critical Role. There's a little, I want to say is it controversy? I don't know, but we'll do it via Prof DM, because I love how Professor DM, like a couple months back, he's like, guys, I'm done with all the news and chasing, the algorithm content. You're not going to be hearing any of this drama stuff anymore. I think he's done more news and like drama stuff than I've ever seen him do in his life. It's like he decided to like double down instead of scale back.
He got a haircut too.
Yeah, he looks pretty good.
Looking sharp.
I like how he's dressed here. Like getting like that Robert Palmer.
To Critical Role. This is coming from Polygon. Wick Halevar, played by Sam Riegel.
Wait, where's his glasses too?
I don't know. He's
really sprucing it up.
I bet you he's dating a younger lady.
Don't you be spreading rumors. I'm sure
he kicked cancer in the ass, and he's just like, you know what?
He did.
Let me get some new haircut, new clothes, no glasses.
All right, let's listen here.
This is coming from Polygon. Wick Halevar, played by Sam Riegel, decided to go back to his family house and needed to explain his disappearance to his ruthless grandmother. No spoilers, but Riegel's role-playing performance staggered Mulligan so much, the Dungeon Master abstained from asking Riegel to roll his dice for a persuasion or deception check. In the post-show cooldown, Mulligan said he skipped the dice rolling because Sam's monologue was too good. Quote, to ask for a roll in that scene would have felt wrong. Occasionally, while playing these games, players will, without rolling dice, give you a nat 20. And this sparked off some controversy on X, because...
The Yacht Club. He's doing the yacht rock, yeah.
Because that's just what we do on X. And the debate comes down to, should a cinematic performance override core mechanical gameplay? And it led to accusations that Critical Role is staged, that it's all fake, and they don't really play. Causing 5e lead designer Mike Merles to weigh in on the subject, he wrote, foregoing a charisma check die roll because of a player's monologue is no different than foregoing a search roll because the player specifically described trying to unscrew the bedpost while searching for a secret compartment. Both are signs of engaged players and should be rewarded. And I say it's no different than if you gave your players a riddle and they solved it. Do you then require them to make an intelligence check? No, of course not. Intelligence and charisma are two of the more ambiguous stats, where it's up to a game master to make a call. It's one of the reasons these games have a game master. It's called a role-playing game, R-O-L-E.
We know that.
To a role-playing game, R-O-L-L, for a reason. Moreover, the new DM's guide stipulates that a DM should only call for a dice roll if the outcome of an action is uncertain. If a player's argument resolves the situation, a roll is unnecessary. And to weigh in with the old-school perspective, I've invited my colleague, Angry Dwarf.
Angry Dwarf here with the old school perspective. The best thing about Moldray D&D is it says right in the forward, in a sense, the D&D game has no rules, only rule suggestions. No rule.
You just went Ginny D up on everybody.
New or altered rule will encourage creativity and imagination. The important thing is to enjoy the adventure. So there you have it. Mulligan is correct.
Thank you, Angry Dwarf.
Polymorph.
I love it.
I'm a fan.
Oh, yeah. He's doing good. I'm glad he's doing this kind of content, too.
Yeah.
We should hear your voice, Daniel. So, yeah, well done. So what do we think, chat? What do we think? I saw some As much as I hate, get Underleafs there. Get Underleafs content.
Got it.
As much as I hate Critical Role, I agree with this. If a player in my group mistakes a good speech for diplomacy, I will give it to them. Yeah, and you know what? I kind of fall along those lines. And I think the difference might be, get that in a moment here. I think the difference may be that Critical Role cast members are liable to be doing this like nonstop. Like all the time. And I just wonder, does it set a bad precedent for the show? In my personal game, if somebody gave a well, on the spot, like just a beautiful speech like that, yeah, I might also be of a mind to be like, yeah, you don't even need to roll for that. That was actually pretty persuasive. But the thing is, like in my group, you're probably not going to get that, all the time, because we're not like a bunch of like theater kids. And there you have all theater kids. It sets a really bad precedent.
We should have made those two girls roll when they kissed.
yeah. Marisha and the Asian chick. Actually, I think Prof DM is dressed like Simon Le Bon from the Rio music video. Very, very well placed. She dances on the sand. Yeah, so I can kind of see. This is one I wouldn't get too bent out of shape over on the face of it. It just has kind of implications for Critical Role, which we've always suspected, in which like it's just entertainment. It's not really gaming. What I do a lot of times is if there's like a halfway, like if they're bringing up some good points, but it's not like a rousing speech, that they're being, straight up poetic, I'll give them a heavy bonus, right?
Yeah.
Give you like a +2 or a +4. Like, yeah, you know what? That should succeed. But maybe depending on who they're giving it to, maybe they're just intransigent, and they will not be moved. So I'll give you a good chance to move them, but maybe in certain cases, it's not, it's not a done deal. Lack of a better word. Jeff for 2. Best suggestion I heard. Give the player a +4 bonus. Yeah, I'm more apt probably to do that. There, like I said, I think there have been times where, it's an important moment or, character really did put in, just pulled something, and was really, really good.
I remember that happened for sure. I'm positive that you made Gavin not roll. He made a speech about something.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he made a speech.
Yeah, but he was like reciting poetry and stuff. Like he had this poem like memorized. And I'm like,
yes. It was the death of it was the death of one of, I think it was the death of one of my characters.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, he knocked this big poem out like from memory, and
and I'm like,
it was on top and touching.
Yeah. And so what are you going to do when somebody does that? Oh, I'm sorry, you failed. And then they're going to be like, okay, whatever. But like I said, get ready for just an avalanche of that kind of stuff, because all these theater kids on Critical Role, they're going to be polishing up, all of their prose and poetry to drop on everybody. James for 10.
7 different kinds of smoke.
Either no roll or at least a bonus to the reaction is how I do all my TSR style games. Yeah, I don't do perception checks or any of that type of nonsense. Yeah, games with like perception or notice. I've noticed it kind of does become a bit of a crutch. Instead of just kind of being engaged and kind of being like, all right, well, what do we see? Is there anything here specifically? It's just, I'm just going to make a generic perception roll or, notice or whatever, search, and voila, you just find it. Well, if that's the case, then as a DM, if you have 6 people rolling the same damn thing, one of them statistically is going to find it. So you might as well just give it to them. Or, you can kind of hold back as, they might have in the old school. Just kind of tell them what's in the room and just say, all right, you guys tell me, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I see with Critical Role, though, since, like you said, they're all theater kids. They're all voice actors.
Yeah.
It would be exhausting to pay to watch this and they're not going to roll anything because they're all going to be jumping up on their soapboxes and doing their best.
And you know what? It'll be a get out of jail free card. Maybe they don't do it all the time, but in important moments when it's life or death or something, get ready for it. Oh my God. They're going to turn on the waterworks.
I'm telling you, the one time we watched some celebrities play, the guy that we had dinner with was getting sick of it. Remember?
Yes. That Joe Manteglia.
Yeah. He was getting sick of all the freaking theater kids. He wanted to roll some dice.
Yeah, I remember that in the that was the con game he was in with Jeremy Crawford, right?
Was that Marge?
Yep. That was large, not Large Marge, Mad Maggie.
Mad Maggie.
That was the Mad Maggie game.
Mad Maggie on her motorcycle.
Yeah, so don't spoil everybody's time by not letting them roll some dice, because your players definitely do want to roll some dice. And if they give a pretty good speech, or like, hey, I'm going to say this, I'm going to jump up on the the beer keg and rouse everybody. That's not an immediate natural success. That's all right. I give you a +2, And then if you say like, I'm going to bring up the name of, the fallen hero of, so-and-so, all right, that's maybe a +4, Now, if you just off the top of your head spontaneously start to wax, very poetically, and you're not talking yourself out of death or something like that, then I'll be like, all right, yeah, that's good enough. Let's move on. So, I think there is a middle ground here, but Critical Role, I don't think they ever will take that middle ground. Yeah, I prefer role playing. Dice should only be used if there's ambiguity in the outcome. I can see both sides. Using dice rolls does kind of make it so at least the players know like there's no railroading going on. That's why I tend to roll my stuff in public. Scott Garibay said that he played in Prof DM's game.
Oh yeah.
And he said Prof DM uses a yes/no dice. Do you guys here at the table know of any other DM who might use a yes/no dice?
I think I know one.
BLM. You dirty dog.
Yeah. So great minds think alike and all that. Not only that, I use a good, bad, and ugly dice too.
You ought to be showing up. You ought to be showing up on Friday nights dressed like Yacht Rock.
That's right. All right. Gotta up my game. I understand. Shawnee for 5. Shout out to Blackwall Games. Yeah, Dropship and Horde Wars demos at CNY were a ton of fun, even though I was in a TPK for the latter. Ouch. He was very, very cool, Todd, DM Blackwall. So yeah, that's another one I got to try to get a taste of next year as well. Thraxis for 5. If you have an Emmy, you get a +1 to the roll, +2 for an Oscar. Yeah. Right. Do any of those goons have an Oscar? My God. Could you imagine if they did? Oof.
Does Bette Midler?
Yeah. Pretty soon, Marisha Ray is going to have an OnlyFans award, like first to like 2 million or something. All these critters. Once she pulls the plug,
I'll vote on that.
Decides to go over to OF. Yeah, she'll have a couple million.
I will not buy her bathwater though.
Yeah. Patty's here. Good to see you, brother. Dropship is keep getting that. Yeah, the dropship is a ton of fun. So it's good. Yeah, all these people that we met at like CNY, everybody was just so damn nice. It's like I said, I'm really glad I bought in on that one early, and you guys get into it. So I think that kind of solves the Critical Role. It's a good conversation. Oh, an Emmy, yeah. No Oscar though, at least. Not that means anything either. I think there is. Don't ever be so stringent that if your players are so invested in your game, they've actually either thought of something or maybe thought something out really good, and they don't do it all the time. They don't abuse it. That's just them telling you they like the game. So don't throw a failure on that particular role. Let them have a little moment. However, if you have a table full of theater kids and all they're doing is just giving speeches, you have to step in and go, okay, all right, yep, thank you, get the idea, good, and then you probably will have to start saying like, yeah, that's great, but can you give me a
when
role?
Someone goes too long at the Oscars, they start playing the
music.
music.
They start playing you off. Yeah, you need like the little orchestra at like a rising level to kind of play them off and say, yeah, that's great. How about a die roll too? Let's just cement that. So yeah, you can do it, just don't abuse it. As long as your players aren't abusing it, everything's good. There's room for it, but
Mrs. D is here, right?
She is, yeah.
Okay. Someone just walked by the window. Last week we had the thing with the, with the flag.
That is definitely her.
Walked right by the window.
Yeah, that is definitely her. Yeah, she's puttering around the yard.
Double D has a stalker.
Oh yeah, it's an actual Jake out there. Patrick for 2. Another problem with letting things like out-of-game education or training substitute for roles. Example: someone great at speeches has no reason to put any skill points into persuasion. Yeah, that's a fair point, and that's why I would say, all right, look, if they're good at speeches, maybe over the course of a game, unfairly, they get a couple of gimmies. But when I say a couple, I mean literally like a couple, not like every other session. They're using their words, their gift of gab, so to speak, to get out of die rolls. You can't have that. I think you can go 2 extremes either way, probably. So I would default to giving a bonus +2, +4. If it's really, really good, like everybody at the table just is kind of stopping and like listening and like, whoa, that was cool. Then that's when you are kind of like, yeah, let's, you don't need to roll for this time. LJ Costanzo for 5. Throwing in my 5-spotter and a shout out to Double D and crew. Thank you, LJ.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thanks all of you guys. You're being very, very kind tonight.
We were talking about, our group doesn't really even watch the Oscars, and we have a lot of movie buffs in our group.
Yeah. I haven't watched the Oscars in 20 years, at least. Yeah, it's been 20 years.
Although I have heard that every single woman but a few that's ever won an Oscar never deserved it.
Oh, yeah, we hear that all the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shellback is a defender. Thank you, Shellback.
Yeah, we got that one right there. Yep.
Mucho
9
gracias.
months.
You guys ready for your game?
Let's do this.
I told you the story about how Cliff Reseda at my game at CNYCon, when I gave him the character Praxor, he's like, oh, cool, I think I'm on Praxor, as if it was a drug. So I was thinking about ways I could implement that. And
Dead or Canadian.
Well, I just did a video, in case you guys saw it. It's a kind of almost like an ASMR video on Twilight Imperium, the game of games, one that takes all day, where you're a faction and you go around and explore a lot of planets.
Do you really want that guy to win?
Do you really want that guy to win? Yeah, it's one of our friends always says. Well, they have a lot of interesting planet names in that.
Uh-oh.
So...
do you remember they did this with strippers and My Little Ponies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who did that?
I don't remember who put it together, but it was like, is this person a stripper or a My Little Pony?
All right, boys.
All right.
And if you guys in the chat, if you know, please don't shout out.
Is Twilight Imperium a planet or a drug? Okay.
Yeah, it's this. You're either going to see a drug or a planet from the Twilight Imperium game. Maybe one of the ones that I even painted up in my latest video. So here we go. Bacalzi.
I'm going to say a planet.
I'm going to say a planet as well.
Bacalzi.
Oh, boy.
Treatment for mantle cell lymphoma.
We're screwed.
The reason I went with planet so confidently is because you, I think, pronounced it right.
Velnor.
I mean, now, if you're doing every other, now I got to say planet.
I'm going to say planet.
There you
It's
go.
a planet.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Cialdry.
Cialdry. If your wiener doesn't get hard, you need to take some Cialdry. I'm going to take Cialdry as a drug.
Drug.
I'm going to say drug too.
You fool!
Uh-oh, I'm feeling pretty ooped over here.
Yeah, you can't do the old every other. You think I'm that silly? Imgolis.
Imgolis, I feel like we've seen commercials for this during baseball games. So I'm gonna say a drug.
I'm gonna say a planet.
It is a drug.
Yeah.
Technically,
colitis. Yeah.
Ulcerative.
I think that we have seen this during baseball games. Okay.
All right. Lodor.
That's definitely a planet.
Are you sure?
Nope. But I'm sticking with it.
I'm going to say planet as well.
It is a planet. Currently rolling up a character named Paxlovid, says Rosita. We missed so many jokes, Cliff. You could have been saying all along, like, Praxor may cause bleeding, swelling, and sudden death, stuff like that. But yes, thank you. Atsumi.
Drug.
Atsumi. Drug.
Drug?
I'm staying with it.
Nicely done. You're getting the hang of it. Treatment for migraines. Lyrta.
Honey, go to the store and get me some
Lyrta, please.
Or where are you guys from? We
We're
hail
from
Lyrta. I think that's a planet.
I'm gonna go with planet.
You guys are getting the hang of it.
No, it's just how you can use it in a sentence.
Right. My doctor won't
See, this one I thought was for sure would be like, oh yeah, Lyrta sounds so much like a drug.
It does, but
Amaryllis.
I'm gonna say drug.
What did you say? A drug?
I say drug.
Amaryllis. Amaryllis arthritis. I'm gonna say a drug.
Nicely done. Is that the last one?
Small cell.
Star Gemza.
Stripper.
I agree with that. Well, gosh, it's hard to. It would be easy to say planet.
So I'm going to say drug.
So I'm going to say planet.
We got a split. It's a drug.
That's what I thought.
Plaque psoriasis. Zobat.
So bad. They Van says these are getting harder. Titties and beer says black stripper.
Planet.
Planet.
Nicely done.
Oh. I followed Rogan's lead on that one.
So ends the planet or drug game. There you go. Nice little detour there. Edgelord, have you used the expansions to TI4 yet? I haven't. I used the first one. I just got the last expansion that just came out, Thunder's Edge. In fact, that's the video I just did where I was painting up the planets. Those are Thunder's Edge planets, in addition to kind of tweaking some other things. So yeah, so next time we play, we will be using Thunder's Edge. So yeah. If your planet has diseases, please use ivermectin. Yes. Use the horse paste, as certain people would have said. Yeah, Joyce says Pokemon.
Yeah, hey, that makes sense too.
That would be the thing now.
Yeah.
Like, instead of My Little Pony, be Stripper or Pokemon.
Yep. Tell Joyce, good idea. Okay, let's do a little Scotty G. We ready? Gird your loins. Scotty's taking a shot at the OSR.
I tell you what, if he just made the delivery to that blue house, in the description of for the drop off, it'll say blue house, can't miss it. And on their porch, can you see a little white bag?
I do.
Yeah, he just delivered that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, look at you. Yep. There it is. I wonder if we'll see someone coming out the door. You're going to give him a look.
Flipping him off. Where's my milkshake?
Hi, friends. This is your pal, Scotty.
Yep. Just drove right away. Made the delivery and I'm out.
OSR. And I believe I found a television show that really explains the OSR to me.
No, this ought to be
I
good.
really struggle with the OSR. I in many ways. I just feel like it is the pinnacle.
Did a Wolverine attack his hat?
I know.
When he bends down, the top of his hat is a mangled mess.
I saw that. Yeah.
It's like he ran it over with a lawnmower. And also, is that a chip clip on his collar?
I see that. Is that a microphone chip?
Is that what that is?
That's my assumption.
Yeah,
It's
but
like a little wire there.
yeah, does he use
Okay,
microphones
all right.
though? I don't know.
Time in American society today, and the reason why is it's like, hey, let's play dusty old tomes that are irrelevant.
All right, who had that bingo?
The
Card got that one.
Booger's a booger.
Yep. The Garibay maneuver. It's like the Picard maneuver.
Young people want to play.
Shut up, Wesley.
We're staying, and you're a dirt farmer. Your character sucks. Don't get cool. Don't get any good powers. It is super bizarre, and I genuinely cannot understand how it's.
He just ran over the curb.
God, it's such a fatal misunderstanding of the OSR too. Like you don't want your character to get like more, better at things or more powerful at higher levels. Yeah, you do gain things. It's maybe a little harder to get to, and which means when you do get there, it's probably appreciated that much more. You're not just given like just a bunch of front-loaded stuff as you are in a lot of the modern iterations, of especially 5th edition D&D.
Actually, it's not growing. I don't even think it's growing, right? Like, Scott, come on, man. Shadowdark's selling well.
Hey, Grandma.
Hey, RPG Grandma. Hey, if one of you guys wants to create the Garibay bingo card, I don't know if I'll have time, but send it to dashgabbers@gmail.com. Also, all of you guys who are going to Origins, send an email to dashgabbers@gmail.com.
As it's spelled, too.
Yeah,
Dash
Gabbers. And we'll try to get together. I know a couple.
Didn't make top 10, right? Like I think it was it was a character sheet on comicbook.com. Just very recently did a top 10 games of 2025, and it was retailers and Shadowdark didn't even make the top 10, right? Like they were like, Starfinder is outselling, like Starfinder. Starfinder was like number 3 on this list. It was shocking, right?
It's got Paizo behind it, so it's not shocking. I mean, might be a little surprising, but anything Wizards of the Coast and Paizo is going to be right up at 1 or 2.
Right.
But OSC is there, and DCC and Shadowdark, and these games have major backers like Bob Worldbuilder and
Hey Pundit. Yeah, I'd like to think so. I think especially if you can fold up Shadowdark into that, they're growing even a little bit more than steadily. And I'm one of those kind of a big tent sort of people, so I actually would put Shadowdark in the OSR, but I understand why some people wouldn't. So yeah, I tend to agree. It's look, nobody's saying we're going to be number 1 or we're going to be overtaking Wizards of the Coast any day now, but also maybe you just can't quite ignore us anymore.
He's reeling off some celebrities. I wonder if he's going to throw out a Rogan and a Crazy Mouse and a Double D.
Ooh, let's see.
There's a lot of big YouTubers, and there's a huge amount of discussion
Double D
on the internet about the OSR. Right?
Come on, Scotty.
It's beyond me. I can't understand why it's still got this much impact, right? But I think I understand it now. All right, so let's talk about it. All right, so I watched this show, Alice and Steve. Okay, it's a brand new show. Jermaine Clement and Nicola Walker. Right, it's a British show, and
G'day, mate.
really fascinating. Jermaine Clement is from Flight of the Conchords. He's really fantastic.
I don't know who these people are. Anybody? Anybody know this?
This is one of those explanations about something that's going to go all over the freaking place. And by the time you get to the end of it, we don't care.
Yeah. I forgot the name. What is it? Adam and Steve or something like that?
Steven,
Alice and Steve.
It's not Adam and Eve, but Adam and Steve.
Yeah.
Brilliant show. Very few people are going to watch it. I can tell you that right now. All right. So this show is about a 50-year-old man, about a 50-year-old guy who has a female best friend, and then he falls in love with his female best friend's 26-year-old girlfriend. Or I'm sorry, excuse me.
It's like what?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm already confused.
All right.
Yeah.
He's gonna restate it.
Excuse me. The 50-year-old man falls in love and starts a romantic relationship with the 26-year-old daughter of his female best friend.
Okay.
Very complex, right? And it sounds like a terrible premise. The show was incredible. I watched all 6 episodes, and it had a lot to say about humanity, right?
Are you seeing what I'm seeing right there? Yeah.
Do I need to go back?
No.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Are we talking about this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Explain the OSR to me. So
me and Rogan, we're on that 95% right now.
The show is an emotional roller coaster. So at first we get to, we're introduced to these two characters, and their friendship, their real friendship, is perfectly illustrated. They're like, these two people are actually real friends. Like, this is a real thing, right? They are really friends. That's pretty fascinating, right? Then you find out
there's a car behind him who's probably like, hurry the fuck up.
Clement's character, Jermaine Clement, he loves his dog, right?
Jermaine Clement, was that the guy that was the voice in like the movie Rio or something like that of the parrot?
I have no idea. Sounds like it could be true. Shawnee says he's from New Zealand, a friend of Taika Waititi. That doesn't fill me with a lot of good feelings. James from the OSR, DM James.
Trying to get our attention? I don't know. But he just got mine.
Underused. I like that. I almost forgot we had that one. It's been so long. I like that one. Chances Scott has read or played Hyperborea 3E are at 0%. Oh, he would never lower himself to do that, James. What could be cooler than a 6'9" Kurgan death warrior with a skeleton companion wandering around the world fighting ape men and savage humans? Yeah.
I like that.
James, you'll be happy to know I ran just a tiny bit of Hyperborea at CNYCon. Just gave a couple people a nice taste. One of those was Shawnee and Craig. Yeah, we had a nice little tight adventure. Yeah, $10 from Underleaf. Man, you guys are killing it today. Thank you so much.
Not a thing, sir. What about you guys? We ain't found shit.
Greetings, all you kindred spirits. No matter what system we play, we do it for the love of the game. Now give me my Spaceballs drop. You got it.
I concur.
I just did a quick look. Jermaine Clement was a voice character in Rio. I was correct with that. And now he is like filmography. What's his name of his show he's talking about?
Steve
Alice and somebody.
Adam and
and
Alice
and then
and Steve.
He starts
All right.
dating
That's
the
it.
26-year-old daughter of his best friend, right? And he's like, "Hey, I'm sorry. I really fell in love with her. I really like her a lot, and and this is something that's happening." And she just loses it. She's like,
Wait, is he black?
Jermaine Clement?
Yeah.
No, he's a white guy.
Okay.
"No, this cannot happen. You're my best friend. I love you to death, but this cannot happen. This is weird, and I don't want this, right?" And he's like, I love her, right? And so, and then the two of them, and then it just begins, right? And the two of them absolutely destroy each other because they start harming each other because they're so frustrated with each other, and they end up both losing their jobs, and they just tear each other apart because they're
So sounds like a great show.
That car behind him is still behind him, and he's like, they're probably chasing him down since the blue house. Like, dude, where's the rest of our
you
order?
got half my order in your back seat. You dumb.
Where's my chicken bucket?
They know how to hurt one another, which is really deep. But then the daughter gets pregnant, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, wow, that's a big, it's a big.
Okay. Yeah. And the reason I ask is like that would not fly if it was just a white guy, because everybody would have had to do the old performative, like, ew, he's an old white guy. Oh my God, how gross. But then somehow all those age things, they tend to go away when there's an ethnic person involved. And it's like, oh, it's true love.
Turn there, right?
It's a tale worth telling.
But then when they go to get the ultrasound, it turns out that she's pregnant by the guy before him, her old boyfriend, who she's broken up with.
Griff!
Right? And
how do, buddy?
It's this.
What is he running over?
I don't know.
Roller coaster. It is incredible.
That's the cops.
There we go. He's
Yep.
done for.
Guys, this will be my last video.
Yeah, you guys can get the cop sirens off your bingo card.
And specific, right? And it's an emotional roller coaster, and it really takes you on a journey of human emotion, right?
How is he going to bring this back to the OSR?
I have no idea. It's not going to make any sense, but he's going to love it.
I'm waiting with bated breath here.
You don't just think, you feel, right? Like, and it's powerful.
Fuck you, Garrett. He does tell a story like a woman. No disrespect to women.
Yeah,
but he
meanders.
Bring it home.
Bring it home, baby. Bring it home.
I believe that human experience rests on 3 axes: intellect, emotion, and spirit. Right? Spirituality, emotion, and intellect.
Cheeseburger, fries, and a drink.
We're saying he's running over dogs.
Yep.
And intellectuality. We are extremely complex creatures. Unless you're an OSR dungeon master or an OSR player, right? That's it, and here's where we land, right?
So hold it. All that was to level an insult, but not to parallel anything.
I think so. I think it was just to set up an insult.
That's pretty petty of you, Garabay.
Come on, Scott. You're better than this.
Yeah.
That looked like that took 3 miles of driving to explain.
Yeah.
And getting pulled over by the cops. Great editing. We never saw the cop give him his ticket.
Yeah.
It's a roller coaster. They don't want to learn about themselves. They don't want to think about big, deep subjects, right? Let's get back in that dungeon and cut another goblin in half. And don't you advance those rules. I don't want don't you take me away from my nostalgia point. Don't take me past an 8th grade thinking level.
Oh, my Lord, Scott, you're off the rails on this one, buddy.
Yeah, he is.
Patrick for 2. What in God's holy name are you blathering about? New drop suggestion. Thank you, buddy. Oh, look at this guy. Look what the cat dragged in.
Check this out. We got
thinking
something
about
for
it.
him. Yeah, we got something for him. Let me see what we got.
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Scott, fuck, what the hell are you talking about this time? This bloviating bullshit you always spew sets me off. Like the bitterest of dregs. He gets the double drop. You getting double drop, boy.
Bitter dregs.
Yep, hurry the fuck up. The food is cold. Yes, indeed.
No, he already dropped it off. He's going to his next pickup.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's getting cold there at the restaurant.
Yeah, waiting for him.
You still going to make it down to Origins, Ryan? Let me know. I just had the crushing blow that Jeff Talanian is not going to be making it to Origins this year. So it's going to be me and Hastermind, and of course my lovely family. So by the way, you're going to be getting another stream tomorrow. Maybe, who knows? Maybe a drunken stream. Who knows? With my buddy Hastermind. So we'll just watch out for it. My guess is it'll probably be 7-8, something like that. And you will get his inside dip. He went to that restaurant, the one that the waiter was getting fired from, and the brother waiter,
in North Carolina.
Yeah. And so he's going to give us all about that.
He was late again, and
Yeah. And then he went, "You're not going to make me study on my own time." He's doing laps around the restaurant.
The irony is we don't want you to study on your own time. You don't even look at the menu when you're here. That's the problem.
Right? Like, it's bad. Like, once you start realizing this, you're like, oh, and here's the thing where you're like, well, wait, is Dungeons & Dragons some emotional roller coaster? Yes, it's really very much become that, right? One of the, Katie Maravich, she's one of the top dungeon masters in the world right now for this exact reason, right? Dimension 20 was doing a bunch of,
Here's this one, Double Dave. Read that one real quick so we can clear it, because I got something else.
Yeah, he's doing laps around the restaurant, Mouse. Yep. Thank you, Rye.
For $2. This reminds me of Chevy Chase.
Parliament, Big Ben, trapped in the cul-de-sac. Yes, just can't find his way out yet. Look, kids, Parliament, Big Ben.
Bog standard, refried beans, Tolkien-esque campaigns, and Katie Maravich is like, hey, this campaign's about taking a ride on a bus. Right? And the bus fare is $1.25. It's incredibly grounded. It's like it's taking Dungeons and Dragons
cops were after him again.
to the me here now.
To pull you over 5 minutes after the last one. Patty for 5. Perhaps Scott wouldn't be so lame if he accepted White Dwarf Summer, the hottest merch only available until the end of summer. One of the designs will benefit preborn to help save the babies. Is that live now, Patty? I'm sorry, I'm between conventions, so I haven't been able to check my messages yet.
It might be.
Yeah, so...
Is that it right there?
Cool, there we go. Yep. Put the live link in there if you would, Cal. And guys, let's help out our brother Patty here.
Absolutely.
Not help out, go get yourself some cool-ass merch. Put that link in there. Yeah, and I'll start pimping that a little bit regularly here, Patty. It is live now. Cool. Yep. Okay, cool. Yep.
Now, right? Not just other identities, but even discussing identities that overlap our own. Like, it's incredible.
He's at his next restaurant. And how much longer is in this video?
Also, if you look at Dungeons & Dragons' current culture, right? Dungeons & Dragons' current version, it's has extremely powerful points about about this time in our culture, and people are like, they're discussing, prom and culture issues. And
did he say prom?
Prom.
PROM. Prom.
He said prom.
His window is filthy. Look how dirty that is. Is that all snots? Bless you.
God bless you.
Bless you. What is all that?
They're discussing prom and culture issues in D&D.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That is the problem.
Titties and Beer says prong, but everyone else is saying prom.
I like prong, but I know they said prom.
I think he said prom. Wow. Ryan's sorry the hero's journey so offensive to your sensibilities. You rootless cosmopolitan.
Staccato says it's all his uneaten boogers.
Yeah, gets stuck in the back of the throat. WNBC. Prom.
Everyone's saying back it up.
All right, hold on. Let's listen to it. We gotta go to the tape. Right, so 7:54.
2 minutes left. That makes sense.
Yep.
In the video, because he just pulled into the restaurant to get his next dash.
Powerful points about about this time in our culture, and people are like, they're discussing, prom and.
He said prom.
He said prom. Plain as day. Yeah, that's. Yeah, there's no mistaking that. Prom. But did he mean something else?
Maybe he meant crom.
Yeah, crom. They're just. If he was being generous to the OSR, it might be crom. But Ryan again for 2. Thank you, buddy. How many stars does this flump have on his delivery app? 3 or more, and the whole thing is rigged.
Culture issues and controversial subjects. Not the OSR.
Prawn. He's at a seafood place. Yeah, his mind's already. He's at Long John Silver's, I guess.
Don't challenge me, right? don't take me on the emotional roller coaster, right?
Yeah, pundit. Yeah, it is. It is in Strixhaven. Yeah. So he could very well be talking about actual prom. Patrick for 2, if we could distill and bottle in pill form the way Garibay sees the world, we'd have the most powerful hallucinogenic in history. Wow.
That's
long way to go, but that was worth it. Yeah. What's that?
That's one you just read right here, Strixhaven.
Oh, well, I got it from Pundit. Yeah, Pundit said it.
Oh,
yeah. But
Coffee
isn't
jobs
but
and
also
prom.
DB, yeah.
Yep.
So about Wizard School. Yeah, that is what it is all about.
Prom laughs.
Prom laughs such a full win. It's a good
Remember
one.
I wanted to do a prom song and have Babyface sing it?
Yeah. Like we'd always go to this restaurant Scorchers, Crazy Mouse and I, and we just talk. It was like we're probably just friends for a couple of years, and we just talk about the craziest stuff. And Crazy Mouse is like, you know what we need to do? We need to write a prom song. I'm like, really? And I'm like, all right, what do you got in mind? He's like, I don't know. We'll do something. It'll get played every prom season. We'll have like Babyface do it or something. I'm like, all right, sounds good to me. We never did it, but
there's the website for White Dwarf.
Yeah,
Summer.
there's Patty's. Yeah, check out some of that merch. He showed me some advanced stuff. It looked pretty damn cool. So yeah, we'll start pimping that out in full next next week on Sunday. I'll be doing a remote one next.
Any idea when that Dasher's coming for this family feast? He's out in the parking lot, sir.
Sir, get your prawns. Your prawns are here. They're getting cold.
And so Dungeons & Dragons is graduating, just maturing, right? It is tackling subjects that it has never tackled before. And so I think that OSR...
Yeah, like festivals and how to cook a certain kind of bread.
Yeah, festivals, proms, test day at the Wizard Academy.
Donna Martin got busted drinking at the prom in 90210.
Yeah.
She wasn't going to be allowed to graduate.
It's a big scandal.
Yeah.
Was your dad the one that would say 90210?
He's like, you watching that 90210 show? Yep.
Yeah, Dad, nobody says it that way. To just get to the heart of the matter, people that have played the OSR, a lot of them have tried to go up. A lot of them have tried like D&D 3rd edition, 4th edition, even 5th edition, and they've gone backwards. He's more likely parked in the back behind the dumpster watching prawn. Oh, that kind of prawn. He had it on his mind, you guys. This whole notion that somehow like 5th edition are these some enlightened beings when they're the ones that have never, in most cases, never even tried like an older game that's a little less cluttered, little fewer bells and whistles, but more true play, as I would call it. So I think he's obviously wrong, but he's also being a little facetious here. When he's talking about this, saying how, you OSR guys, you're the ones that are stuck in the past. You can't change anything. Well, so many of us have tried to change and use different versions. Prawns, prom, nacho cheese. Prawns, prom, and nacho cheese.
That's funny.
Thank you, LJ.
Still impacting and still...
I don't know what he's going on about.
Because people are like, oh, wait. If the hobby is maturing and advancing, I don't want to mature or advance. I just want to keep doing nothing. I want to have fun. I don't want to be challenged. I don't want to be asked to grow. I certainly don't want to learn anything, right? And they're making this space for desiccation, immaturity, and
come on,
suck. The OSR sucks. The OSR sucks. It sucks. It is literally a kiddie ride, a railroaded kiddie ride.
It's like somebody telling you, the sky is green, and the grass is blue. Come on, Scott. You get the most railroaded shit from D&D, nowadays D&D 5.5, 2024, even Pathfinder. Rye for 10.
She loves in the breathless excitement of night.
Sing it, Spock.
And leaves with your treasure.
Look at them bitches getting wet.
Cold morning light.
I knew what you meant. You didn't have to throw the extra flip in there. I got you.
He knows you. Got home yesterday. Wife's been on her own with the kid the whole time while super pregnant. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Hoping to get to Origins for a day, but it'll be tough. No worries, brother. Yeah. I'll text you when I know. Hit me with a B. Yep. Yeah, do not risk any domestic discourse there.
Do you remember that movie where they showed up? It might have been that movie Patriot Day about the Boston Marathon bombing. When they go
Mark
to the
Wahlberg,
dude's
right?
house. Yeah. And he's like, he hit me with, the dude has like a huge freaking knot in his head and he's bleeding all over. He's like, she hit me with a smoothie. And Marky Mark's like, what are you talking about? A smoothie? Like the drink? No, like, when you smooth out your clothes. She threw it, hit him with an iron. That reminds me. Yeah, don't let her hit you with a smoothie.
Yeah, she cannot hit you with a smoothie. No. Yes. Yeah, no worries, right? I completely understand. We'll catch up. At some other point. Yeah, like I said, your wife sounds like a wonderful lady, and yeah, if she is pregnant, she is probably feeling it, especially in the summer. Cal for 2. That was a lot of word salad to get to the end. Yeah, he could have just led with the OSR suck. I mean, I don't think any of that television show added anything to this.
He wanted to tell everyone about his new show.
I know, he clearly did.
Yeah.
Right? That is set up in the corner for people who are stunted emotionally, intellectually. Actually, not intellectually, I apologize. For people who are emotionally and spiritually stunted, right? And I honestly believe it should be, like, everybody has the right to publish what they want, right? But I really think in mass, the TTRPG community should be abandoning OSR, right? It is.
And this guy, he played in Prof DM's game. Mm-hmm. Prof DM's, that Deathbringers, that's OSR.
Yeah.
Whether he likes it or not, it's OSR.
I think it's personally destructive to the people who get into it because it's a way, it's constructed stagnation. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and send your traffic, please consider liking and subscribing and have a fetch millennium.
Ooh, he went all in on that. A fetch!
You have nice manners for a thief and a liar.
Mr. Steady Eddie Shawnee for 5 memberships. Thank you so much, buddy.
That's very nice.
Good to finally meet you live and in person, and yeah, hopefully many more years of gaming together at CNY. Edgelord for 2. I can see how that car smells.
Oh my gosh,
car smells. Yes. Yeah. There's probably a film of
after
grease
figuring
in
out
that.
that he's a dasher, just from all the years that we've been doing this. You can tell when, like I said, how much longer is this video? He pulled into that parking lot. I said, how much longer? It was 2 minutes and 12 seconds. And I'm just like, it's so predictable. Like when his videos come to an end.
Yeah. Yeah. You have a sense of timing for that because that's been your stock and trade for a long time now. Yep. Thraxis. Scott is either mentally ill or he's Andy Kaufman levels of trolling. I don't think he's trolling. I think he believes every word.
He does.
God bless him. I don't have any, like I said, I have no hatred for Scott, but
I don't think we do.
No,
he's funded.
He's wrong. He's wrong here. He's 100%
because we care.
Yeah, and he needs to get off this that D&D 5th edition is the be all end all or 5.5 or whatever. It's just everything he was saying bad about the OSR. He's almost, I hate to say it, kind of like these leftists. They always project and double down. Like that's kind of what he's doing. He's projecting what D&D 5.5 is. Or is at least perceived as being.
I don't understand it. I wrap my brain around it. Yeah, there's certain content that OSR is certainly not going to do, which is completely understandable because who needs all those festivals? But you're playing the game with a group of people. It doesn't matter what vehicle you're driving. It doesn't matter. You guys get together, you role play, and you do your thing, and it's imagination magic right there, and that's where it is.
Yeah.
The OSR or Wizard of the Coast has little to nothing to do with it.
Agreed.
His circles must be tiny.
I think
his
it is.
circle is tiny.
Well, I think he burns through people from what
I
I've
was
heard.
going to say he makes it smaller. That noose gets tighter and tighter.
Yeah, I think he kind of burns through people with his. He's a more benign version of Condor. I think he's irascible, and kind of rubs people the wrong way. I think maybe it just takes longer. In Scott's case,
was your friend named Mike that gamed with him?
Yes, Webhead Mike.
Webhead Mike, and it just makes it sound like he's hard to be friends with.
I think Mike kind of implied that.
Yeah,
you'll give him the benefit of the doubt and kind of keep giving him rope, and then finally you're just like, you know what, I can't do it anymore. So he's, and yeah, why are Dusty Tomes bad? Says RPG Grandma. Remember, subscribe to RPG Grandma, please.
Yes,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll get Craig's here.
Let's see. Hold
for
on.
$10.
Yeah, we got something for him. Let's see here. In honor of Scott. Let's see here.
55, 65, 75, 85. After that, you probably dead.
Probably. Scott is someone who lives in his own head. Yep. Doesn't interact with other people, develops these ideas, but never actually puts them up for review or scrutiny before posting. Yeah. And, that's maybe Crazy Mouse could speak to that. There might be something to that. Crazy Mouse is a gig app worker. And fortunately, he has a broad, range of friends, and we get together often. But I could see somebody kind of internalizing a lot. He does these videos in his car, and he's probably spends.
You're by yourself.
Yeah.
In my line of work, I think I probably do more apps than Scott does. So there are times I turn off DoorDash or Grubhub and I go interact with people at the grocery store or whatever. And I think that he doesn't do those apps. Yeah. So he is by himself a lot.
Yeah, you do Uber where you're literally is
Uber
people.
and Lyft. Yeah. I'm talking to people.
Yeah.
And I think that he doesn't do those apps. And I think that he is in his own mind a lot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Craig, I think you're exactly right.
Yeah, maybe. He develops the ideas, but never actually puts them up for review or scrutiny. Yeah, I believe that, Craig. That's well put. Yeah. Yeah. And thank you, Craig. Yeah. So if you are listening to this, Scott, why don't you do Uber or Lyft a little bit? Get yourself to just talking to normies. I prescribe a diet of normies for you, to just talk about anything other than gaming.
That's Dr. Double D right there.
That's right. Patrick for 2. So I am emotionally and spiritually stunted because I don't want to play 5e D&D. According to him, yeah, eat a dick, Arabe. Well put, succinctly put, Patrick. Thank you.
I think if something happened and his gig work isn't going to work out, I seriously don't think he'd make it working around anybody in an office setting or I don't know what kind of skills he might have, but I don't see him. I see him being the pariah. He's the person that like we can't wait for this guy to get fired.
Well, I think he was on a YouTube channel before. Was it Nerdarchy guys? I think, and I think he kind of burned through those folks a little bit. From what I've heard.
I agree with you, Rogan. Let's pretend Gig App didn't work out and he was working somewhere. Let's just say not in a factory, but maybe just at Walmart.
Yes.
I just picture him questioning everything everyone always does.
Yes.
Why are we putting the Fruit Loops here when the Fruit Loops should be over there? Or whatever. Right. Just punch out and go home.
Yeah. Within that 60 days, don't ask questions of your boss. Just do your job. Oh,
yeah.
This is day 5. He's fired.
I hate to say it. This is kind of why you don't want to be. It's okay to be, I guess, a nerd. I always subscribe to being a kind of a closeted nerd. To just talk about D&D this much every day, 5 videos a day. Just find some normie fucking hobbies or something.
I worked at a law firm and very laid back, very tight knit group we all were. The attorneys along with the support staff. And I was part of the support staff. And there was a girl there who every day just fucking complained about something. And it was about her chair. And I said, I'm sure if you just brought it up, just go get a new, don't bring it up. Just go get a new chair and then just give them the bill or whatever. We have an account at Staples or, Office Max is what it was. And she goes, no. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. And I said, no, not here. The squeaky wheel gets replaced. That fucking girl was gone within, I don't know, a week and a half. Just every day she had something to complain about. Yeah. These guys are super busy. It is a very high-powered law firm that I worked at. Just these guys are busy. They don't want you to fucking bother them about your chair. Just go get the new chair. We have an account there. Just go get it. Pick one out.
Yep.
Yeah, good ratings.
Yep. Decado here. Left his church. I remember that, after 12 years because they didn't do things the way he wanted them to. And I think he probably has described himself as hard to get along with. Horrible friend. Well, like I said, I'm starting to think like are we talking like Condor Light here, sort of a little bit? Like, Scott, you can pull yourself up out of this, but dude, you need to have a couple of normie hobbies away from gaming and start interacting with just regular people. Just stop talking about fucking D&D all the time. Jeez.
It's not sexy.
It's not sexy at all. All right, so I want your opinions on this, boys.
Check this out.
I'm sitting over here with mine down low. I'm not because I'm a grown adult. I'm not interrupting these other folks.
I'll tell you what we do. I'm going to sit over here. Don't keep my damn phone on the back.
So what's going on here is he's playing a video. He's on his phone playing a video. And unlike most things, trust me, I think you guys know I'm not afraid to call out the people of color. I don't think this is like specifically like a black thing or, even a way. In fact, this has happened to me a lot lately and I'm getting tired of it. And quite frankly, every time I see it, it seems to be older white guys that are just watching their phone in a public area with the fucking volume on high. And this woman, and I think some people in the comments were like, oh, well, she's a Karen. And I'm like, nah, she's not a Karen. When you're in a waiting room and you're listening to somebody else's either music or YouTube video or something, I'm fucking with her. She's fucking...
Dude is playing his music all out in the waiting
like
room.
50 years old. Really?
I agree. Don't.
Does that make you feel good?
Yeah.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
I hope so.
You the fucking Lord, you know what I know.
What are you gonna do? Tell me. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Curse your ass up.
That's not gonna hurt me. It's gonna show your fucking maturity.
Wow.
Boom.
I asked you, you don't know who you're dealing with. What are you gonna do? Meet me outside and shoot me? Is that what you're gonna do?
Be careful. I said this isn't specifically a black issue, but when there is a black person involved, that is a distinct possibility.
Right.
Because I asked
Let
you
my
to turn your
girlfriend beat your
fucking
ass,
phone
he says.
down. Grow up.
Stop talking to me, man.
Grow up. Grow up.
Go out. Get the fuck out of here. You're supposed to be the white cleaner, not the black cleaner.
Oh my, this is what it's come to? I should record your dumb fucking
Record
ass.
me then, bitch.
Ignorant as fuck.
Wow. This is peak vibrant behavior in 2026. Grown man in his 50s, blasting music like it's a club in the doctor's waiting room, then immediately jumps to, I'll have you beaten up by my girlfriend.
Well, the first part I think is more old because that is in line with what I'm seeing in public right now. The second part about beating up and all that, as we all know, that's a black thing. So, are you guys finding this out there? Do you guys see this?
I see it all the time.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If I had it was a couple years back. I was in the emergency room. I got some metal in my eye. I think I related a story in there where this tweaker was in there getting all loud and ignorant and stupid, really louder and louder and louder. And this guy my age was in there with his son, in his 20s, who injured himself. And this guy finally gets up and listen, get your ass the fuck out of here if you're going to scream and holler. All of us in here need to see a doctor. And this lady went off, and finally security had to come in and escort this tweaker out of there.
I mean, I sort of expect that with like a tweaker, but I mean, I'm just talking like literally just going to McDonald's. Yeah. Well, I'm just going to fucking McDonald's to have a Big Mac, and the guy in the booth next to me is blaring a YouTube video. I was at the DMV. Everybody knows what a nightmare the DMV is, and it was just a regular old nightmare day. And there's some old guy behind me, old white guy in this case, full blast his YouTube video. I did this. He was behind me. I did this. I stared at him for probably 20 seconds. Okay. And if you think like, well, 20, that's long, do something for 20 seconds and see how long 20 seconds is. And I just sat like that and just stared at him until finally he looked up at me and said, what? And I just said, hey, pal, has it ever occurred to you that maybe the rest of us don't want to hear, you know, what you're listening to? You know, I wasn't like confrontational, like aggro, but I was just kind of like, seriously, dude, you know, he immediately turned it down. But it's like, how have we gotten to this fucking point in society? It's like a train in Bombay or something. Everybody just blasting and being as rude as they fucking can.
The thing that happened, this was a little bit ago as well, to match Rogan's like time frame. It had to do with someone arguing with their significant other on the phone.
Oh,
and
yeah.
someone chimed in, was like, you mind your own business. Well, you've made this my business.
Right.
Now I want to hear what you have to say about it. You know, like we heard their point of view. Now fucking finish. You know, now we're all in this argument now because you've made it our business, because your private conversation you made public.
I am now bound and determined just to have like some Beethoven or something on my phone and like a quick link to it for situations like this. If somebody's just doing that, boom, fucking Beethoven, full blast.
Flight of the Valkyries.
Yeah, Wagner, Flight of the Valkyries. Just play it and then just kind of smile and stare and just say, all right, do we have detente here? Do we agree to like use a fucking this miracle invention called an earbud? They even make them wirelessly. Whoa. Ugh.
It's the death of civility and the growth of the memes, you know.
Yep.
The entitlements.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sign of the times for sure, right? Yeah. It's just, it's all about me. I don't like, it's almost like these people are like, why would I care what other people think? Like, what there's other people here? Well, of course they'd want to listen to what I'm listening to. Really? Everybody says like low self-esteem is like, oh, it's a huge issue. Are you fucking kidding me? 95 people out of 100 have such a swollen sense of themselves, such a high self-esteem. Woo. Oh, Fortuna. Yeah, there you go. Problem is they may like that. You know, it's universally liked. Not that Beethoven isn't, but I think they would get the point.
I agree with you, Double D. I just don't understand how people can allow themselves to let their standards slip. You know, I grew up in a certain way, and I don't think people younger than me, they grew up much different than me, et cetera, et cetera. You know, I think that for the most part, we have a sense of morality. All of us do. And I just see that tremendous decline. And these are people that you'd think 10 years ago would have been more conscientious. I'd like to think that, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, phones have made everybody just more inward looking. Everybody's in their own little box now. And just people in this supposed egalitarian world, you know, we're supposed to be living in. Even the young people especially sometimes are, you know, just so inhumane, it seems. But Craig for 5, just be thankful you don't have to put up with Jeets defecating next to the gas pump at your local Esso. Ignorance is rampant in Canuckistan. Well, yeah, like I said, Craig, it reminds me of, like, I've seen travel shows like Bald and Bankrupt on YouTube. Great channel. If you're ever looking for a good travel log channel, Bald and Bankrupt is probably the best. He's on some fucking train in India, and everybody's got like dueling boom boxes. I mean, we had a little of that in the 80s at the beach. We're fortunate enough to have a beach here, like 13 miles of beaches, I should say. So you'd have occasionally like dueling radios for radio stations, but I don't know. It's not the same. You're out at the beach, you almost expect to have, that kind of stuff going on. But when you're in a doctor's office or just trying to enjoy a meal, So if you're one of the people that's doing this, stop doing it. Just get a wireless earbud and put it in. I don't understand it. They're so cheap. You can get them for like $20 on Amazon now. Probably cheaper.
I think it's safe to say Crazy Mouse and I advocate for Skull Candy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, Skull Candy's good. I have a set of those too.
Noise cancelers. Yep.
LJ, yes. I don't know who that would be. Maybe it was Shawnee. Maybe many of the other generous folk earlier. All you guys, you're very nice. Let's do Lunacy here. Then we might call it a night after that.
Healthy masculinity to.
Hey, is that Achilles?
That might be Achilles.
Is that Otto?
Otto found his glasses.
Otto, yeah, good callback there. The old Otto and Rorik days. $5 complex critical. Play Bolero, the longest opera song to ever exist at 22 minutes. Yeah, I am familiar with Ravel's Bolero for sure. Yeah, good call. Yeah, this is you want to be totally insulted? Have a troon, one of the female to male troons describe to you what it's like to be a man.
Me is, or even just something I've felt as transitioning is like leaning away from whenever there is some sort of impulse or expectation you've put on yourself to like shut down or conform in a way that usually feels like this, like I am closing off. I remember kind of being like, oh, Elliot, maybe you should, talk with your hands a little less. Or
that's the tribe telling you, dude, you talk like a fag. Stop doing that. That used to be a valuable lesson that dudes kept each other in check. Of course, you would know that because you're not a dude, but let's do this academic exercise. That's what happens. You have to feel a tiny bit of shame. Oh, and by the way, that tiny bit of shame, you know what it does? Provided it's not like completely toxic and destructive, knocks your self-esteem down a little. A little lower self-esteem is good.
Hopefully it forces you to check yourself.
Yeah, that's what it does. It's not, we don't want it dangerous or in the basement, to where you're, depressed or suicidal, of course. But you shouldn't always be, walking through life just strumming through like the Monopoly guy. Somebody, occasionally, guys need to tell you, dude, what the fuck is your problem? Are you retarded? That's what we did back in the day. Look, it's a Greek god hermaphrodite. I like that, Johnny. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's a good word for it. She's transplaning.
Maybe in pictures. Because ever since transitioning, now I'm like, Johnny, I am smiling. I am smiling in those photos. Whereas I used to be I could barely look at a photo of myself. I was always like, and now, and I'll be.
She used to be she was a pretty young lady.
She was cute.
To be fair, I think Hollywood just physically and mentally raped her, but
her talking about being a man, it's like Caitlyn Jenner winning the Woman of the Year award. It pisses me off.
I know, yeah. Joe says she was insufferable. Yeah, her personality was insufferable. I'll grant you that, but like I said, that might have been part of the Hollywood or rapey stuff going on, but physically, she was a cute little thing, back in the day. But
say a dude's like, hey, are you Victor from Umbrella Academy? And we're doing a photo together. He's very, I'm very, and like having that moment where I'm like, oh, should I also not? Like, should I also be
close
and
off?
It's just like, what the fuck, Elliot? What are you talking about? Like, oh, honey, you're the part of the problem.
Not a man. That's not a man. You'll never be a man. People may be polite and say, oh, yeah, you're totally a man.
That's Achilles you're talking to.
Hold on. Yeah. Throw up that X card. Yeah. I feel, honestly, I hate, for the most part, like 99 out of 100, like male to female troons. I pretty much just
Thought you were
despise.
trying to lose weight.
Lay off me, I'm starving.
These female to males, I always end up just kind of feeling more sorry for them. Like, cause I think they're doing it for different reasons. Like these people, the female to males are just really screwed up in the head. Like it's like, why find a normal therapist who you can talk to about, somebody who probably unfortunately diddled you, instead of having one that says, oh, what would cure that? Is that you destroying your body completely. There's therapies that work. They work, and
YouTube is not a therapy.
Well, no. Yeah, good for you. Yep. It's probably not a very healthy environment. Yeah, guys don't say, "Oh, honey. Oh, honey. Oh, honey."
Y'all know Jesus is black, right?
Boys, do we know that?
I'm about to find out.
I need to put that brother up. If Jesus is black, then heaven is a ghetto.
This woman doesn't know world history at all.
Y'all know Jesus is black. Yep. Jesus is black. God is black.
I think you're assuming some stuff here.
The Lord is black. They all black.
Yeah.
Well
Mr.
said.
Clean
Well
was
said.
black.
Yep.
What else?
Well said. Those were all commas, not period. I'm not. She's at what is she at? A truck stop? Waiting for Garibay to pick her up?
Heard a lot of engines, yeah.
Was anything other than black. But he black, y'all. It's time that people that think that he's of other, the white race, he black. You gotta admit it. 2026, we gonna start telling the truth. Jesus, God, the Lord, the disciples, they definitely was black.
It won't make any difference, whatever, because wherever they're gonna go, they're gonna create ghettos and they're gonna rob.
Yeah.
They're gonna rob and beat up white people and then shoot each other. It doesn't matter.
Crime will be
Want to tell y'all.
through the roof.
You people don't give
in
a
Jerusalem.
fuck about God.
Go look it up.
This is a good one here.
Is this about a bike?
It is.
Yep, I saw this one.
I have not seen this one.
All right, you're in for a treat. Brother, of course, is stealing a bike off the front of the bus, but the owner manages to get there, and tug-of-war proceeds.
We'll get to that one in a second.
Sucker punch.
Yo, he's stealing your bike? He stole my bike. I just got it back. Walk away, asshole. Walk away.
Just someone tackle him and knock his teeth in. Jeez Louise.
Oh! Another sucker punch from the blackie. He's still not done. He sucker punched, let go of the bike. You'd figure like, okay, even for these people, these 60 IQ people, you know, at least this part of the drama is done. The bike part is done. But no, this motherfucker goes around and tries to grab it again.
Dude, number 10, fucking grab the bike. Do something.
I gotta tell you, Rogan, you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. But bike owner starts to boom. Nice. Nice swat. Yeah, if Jesus was Jesse Lee Peterson, that'd be okay. Thank you, Rosita. Boom. Nice. This guy's connecting. He must have a long reach. He's got like Thomas Hearns reach there.
Here we go.
Yeah, finally a man steps up. Number 10, you faggot. Get out of the way. What's going on? He's stealing your bike? I'm just going to sit here and watch. He had so many opportunities to line up and then tune up that Nignog and just boom, put him on the fucking ground.
When I stand here at the bar like this, everyone backs away from me.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this is the only dude with a little...
You stole his bike? Did he steal it?
Give this guy the Medal of Honor, man. Boom.
He connected with that knee or kick.
Yep. finally a real police officer too, trying to, instead of just assuming it's a racist attack.
Hey, don't go anywhere. Keep him. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know how that ended. I hope the bike owner did try to press charges, but you never know. He probably was just like, I don't want to see this guy again in my life. But thank God. I was hoping for more of a Daniel Penny outcome, if you know what I mean.
Number 10 did shit.
I tell you what, at the next family gathering, all of number 10's male friends and family members should beat the piss out of him.
Yeah. How fucking...
You're part of the problem.
But you know what? That's societal training there. That's, I can't get involved because it's a black guy. So if you see some black guy trying to cut somebody up, you're just going to, I guess I don't want to get involved. I might hurt the poor fella.
I came out here since you over here want to call this boy.
This is funny.
What the fuck is this?
This is Carmelo stuff. A lot of Carmelo stuff. Hangover here.
We're going to take the covers off you.
Oh, this dude.
Letting all my people know about the new boycott that goes into effect June the 15th, Monday, June the 15th. As of June the 15th, Monday, we will not be showing up to work.
Well, no one's going to steal my lunch and you'll get fired.
Yeah.
Did you
promise?
Did you have a work to go to?
Yeah. Did you? So do we have anything to go to? Or
about your jobs, you got what you want. Now we got a boycott. We are across the whole United States. We will not be showing up to work today.
GDP spikes up like 10% that day.
I'm fitting to boycott robbing from peoples. I'm fitting to boycott that too.
Oh wait,
do
does
what you
that
need to do tonight? Sleep late, go out, have you some fun, sleep in tomorrow, because we will not be going into work tomorrow. We're sick and tired.
You weren't going in yesterday either, or today.
And you know what? That's it. We just gonna have to deal with the consequences. We're tired of it. All y'all be on TikTok making all these videos complaining about this and that. Well, here you go.
Oh, yeah, like they're the only ones doing it.
Yeah.
Boycotting.
Yeah.
So, hey.
No complaining from the black community.
Bye. I keep a folk around and find out, bro. I would have. You trying to do what? Y'all crying about him? I would have killed all three of their ass off the. Man, what? Ain't nobody finna play. And then niggas ain't even really. You really would have got him. For real, like, it ain't our fault that his pussy ass died off one stab. Fuck. Niggas not dying off stabs. That's some jail shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, at least he was not at work on Monday.
He made that video on Monday.
Yeah. That was his day off. Yeah. Talking about how he'd have stabbed everybody. God.
And he showed his gun too.
Yeah.
Hey folks, you get on this motherfucker and tell my Carmela Anthony, mama and daddy failed him. Who failed you?
She a V?
Yeah.
I hope.
Good Lord.
I hope it's a filter.
Yeah.
She don't want her real face on there. She might lose her job.
Sneak up on her just by walking straight up to her.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I know any better, y'all ass is cursed. And let me know when y'all gonna have a funeral. I want to be the first one there. I want to be the first one there when your ass turn black as us.
I'm telling you what, she has three fingers, was born with a tail.
I'm telling you, she's a V.
It's got to be a filter. Got to be. Yeah, that skin is not real at all.
Can I be there? Huh?
Dagger hurt.
Hey y'all, ever since this Carmelo case, like real spill, every time I come out the store, and it ain't just, us, like I'm talking about them. Like you can feel the animosity, but they laughing too. And they trying to provoke us. Like they literally trying to provoke us. Don't let them people provoke y'all. Y'all.
Oh, we're trying to provoke you. Are you fucking kidding me? We've had to endure now a week of you people pretending that somebody who stabbed an unarmed kid in the heart is the real victim. But we're trying to provoke you. By the way, if your FedEx packages are late or missing,
I'm out on the road.
you might want to find where this chick works.
You see what I do. So
you see what I do.
y'all, like, I'm
You know how I do.
I'm knowing what's going on. I'm paying attention to my surroundings. So I'm seeing this as I'm going in the stores. Y'all, don't let them people provoke y'all, because they almost got me this morning and I was about to put some on that egg.
Nobody's fucking... She makes it sound like white people are coming up and being like, yeah, fucking glad Mello's in jail.
No.
Oh.
No.
This clearly wasn't on a Monday.
This was not on Monday. Yeah, this had to be last week or...
Another example of wanting to be offended. Looking to be offended.
Well, just lying to.
Yes.
Just lying for... because nobody's doing that. Unless she's, walking into places and going, free Mello. And then a couple of people are just kind of like have had enough and just said, what the fuck, stop your coonery and buffoonery.
But it ain't time yet. Not yet. Like they really think they won. They really think they won when we still winning, because we can still sit out in the sun and not get burned. We still got the melon, so y'all ain't won shit.
We got the melatonin.
We got the melatonin.
We got that.
It's baby-brained idiots.
This shit's not over. Carmelo, we coming for you, baby. Believe that. We coming for you. It ain't over. It ain't over.
You come.
I want to go on record. It's over.
It's over.
Yep. They chimping out. As T&B says, they chimping out.
I didn't commit no crime.
All right, so this is in Great Britain. Our friends across the pond.
This breaks my heart. This kind of stuff breaks my heart here.
These fucking cops, these chick cops over there, I would be laughing. I mean, I would have to suppress it because they probably still can theoretically arrest you. But if you were determined to get away with something, this chick is not stopping like 85% of the men out there. James for 10.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Serious crap.
My people fought our asses off for years to stop this, but all Yanks had to beat us and make us do what you wanted. Hope you're happy. Counterpoint, James, the most expensive cheap cotton in history. So was it worth it for you guys? So thank you, buddy.
I'm not saying that. We're not saying that. We're just
So why are you talking to me?
Because we're just asking what you're doing, because you're just standing here just
But why?
watching people.
What do you mean?
I saw you walk.
You saw me looking.
Yeah, just watching, looking at people, not really doing anything. You're not meeting up with anyone. You're just watching people. So
this guy's in a park just chilling.
People watching. And these two Karen cops come up. What you doing? We walked around twice and you haven't moved.
As I explained, we just walked around.
You didn't explain anything. You just keep repeating the same thing.
Just listen. We walked around here, okay? Walked around the square.
Right.
And we just seen you here in the same spot, and you're just standing there, like watching people.
How long? 2 minutes?
Yes, for a couple of minutes. We stood over there and we observed you for a couple of minutes, and we've seen you look this way, look that way, looking at people sitting down. So we're just wondering, like, if you're not here to sit in the park or wait for anyone, or we're just wondering what you're doing.
Wow. Imagine like your wife or your girlfriend's dumbest friend, like with a badge. Fortunately, not a gun over there. Otherwise, more people would probably be shot accidentally.
Can you see from our perspective?
No, not at all.
Because my colleague mentioned there's a lot of theft.
Theft?
Yes.
So I did ask you, so do I look like a thief?
A lot of theft. Just a guy chilling in the park might steal something. Because he's a white guy. They are so fucked over there. Oh my God.
They are.
I feel so bad for them in Ireland. But you know what? You guys gave up your fucking guns. Don't ever give up your guns. You can't give up your guns. Everybody has to be afraid of everybody else. It's the only way this works. Chris for 10.
Let me find something for Chris. Chris, you didn't call your shot. Let me find something for you.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Well, might as well go down in flames.
Down in flames. Forced to listen to my wife during a virtual meeting today with 6, oh my God, female HR managers. Woo boy. I'm convinced liberal women are the reason for the fall of Western society. They are a big part of it. Yep. They are softening everybody up over here. Oof. Those cops welcome you to Munchkin Land.
That's funny.
We're very pleased to meet you.
What is the Islamic one? You know, the Islamic chick. She was what? Maybe 110 pounds, dripping wet.
5'2",
110, 105 pounds. What are you going to do when some dude literally just puts you on the ground and sits on you? Like, there's literally nothing they can do. It's basically they are cops serving at the leisure of criminals.
Do you remember, I thought we had the video on our show once before about the guy that was getting arrested by 2 cop girls in a bar, and he just was standing there and they kept sliding off of him, and then finally a patron had to come over and do it. Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's what you get. It's almost unfair to these girls, but they're so bitchy, I don't care. But yeah, I mean, that's exactly what happened. They would need to. And then there was a famous video of one female cop just getting, it was in the middle of a scrum or a melee, and she got belted in the nose.
It was on a highway. Yeah.
This was in the UK.
Oh,
yeah.
There was something you're describing happened on a traffic stop in America.
Okay.
Dude was out on parole. Woman cop pulled him over. He literally beat the shit out of her, stole her car, and drove away.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the ultimate result, unavoidable. And in Britain, this chick, she got clocked the same way, and she just walked over in a corner and started to cry. Like, literally, it was on camera. She was like, oh, like, it's like, to protect and serve. These are people keeping you safe. Craig for 2. I don't talk to cops. That's the only response. Yeah. And we have to kind of start getting, you know, I have great respect for a lot of police, but we have to start to realize that, you know, the cops are not always your friends, even over here. A lot of good ones. There's definitely a few bad ones. And then there's a lot that are choosing not to get involved in things because they don't want the hassle of being called racist. So they are going to sacrifice you. Like, they will watch you get harassed, harangued, threatened. And then when you try to tell them, they'll just kind of be like, well, you guys need to just separate. I saw this in a video. I didn't clip it in time for the show, but it was outside that ICE facility in New Jersey. Paul Joseph Watson has a video on it, so watch that. It's actually a pretty good one. Shawnee for 2. God may not have made all men equal, but Samuel Colt sure did. Yes. Amen. Love that old saying. Yep. It's the great equalizer. Everybody's got to be a little bit afraid of everybody else. And that includes the government being a little bit afraid of their own people. There's some New York Knicks fans celebrating in style. Won the championship Saturday, and is that a truck or something?
A school bus.
School bus. Okay, yeah. Not sure why we got to tear a bus apart, but okay.
Yeah, they're gonna try to throw something inflammatory in there, aren't they?
I don't know how bad it got. It must not have gotten too bad, but sure there was stuff like that.
Drop it.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Here's what you do. You're a black family. You call the police because your son and grandson have a knife and he's threatening to kill you. You call the police, and then the police get there. Police have to defend themselves. And then when they do, you file a lawsuit.
Drop it. Stop!
27-year-old man shot and killed by Chandler police after officers say he charged at them with a knife. I'm Fort Hatchet, and today that man's family filed a lawsuit. That day, multiple...
Fort Hatchet sounds like that. Remember that newscaster from Parks and Rec, like Turd or...
Yeah. It does sound like a pretty cold news name. Yeah. Fort Hatchet here.
People calling police about 27-year-old Messiah McMillan, including his grandmother, whose security video shows him chasing
My grandson's trying to kill himself. He's trying to kill me. He chased me down with a knife. Please, somebody, please come help my grandson, please.
McMillan's mother also called, telling dispatchers her son was having a schizophrenic episode.
He doesn't need the police. He needs medic.
Okay.
The police was freaking out. I know what I'm talking about, sir.
Chandler Police, how you doing?
But the first to arrive were Chandler police officers.
He's yelling.
If you call 911 and say somebody has a knife, the police are obligated to come.
Yes.
They have to. Because they would get in trouble if they didn't. They would get sued if they didn't. Oh, wait, you heard somebody was brandishing a knife to trying to kill somebody, and you just decided, what, to ignore that? I also love, too, how the reporter at the beginning, police officers say that he was charging with a knife. Look at the fucking body cam image.
Trying to kill people.
Good Lord.
What are you holding? Sir, drop it.
10 times. Drop it, drop it, drop it.
Stop. Stop.
Stop. Stop.
Yeah.
Attorneys allege officers fired 4 shots, a lawsuit saying they didn't attempt less lethal alternatives or de-escalation. The Maricopa County Attorney's Office has
They
claimed
didn't try? I could have swore I heard him say stop.
Yeah. What do you have? Please stop. Stop, stop, stop. Probably like 7 times.
officers of any criminal wrongdoing.
I want to see justice for my son, and I want to see policy and protocol changed the way they did.
If I was a cop, you know what I'd do? Sounds like a black lady, crazy black son. We'll respond, but let's take the slow route. Let's just maybe nature will take care of itself here. Because if this is the thanks you get for defending yourself, defending these horrible people, and then defending themselves, and then the department gets sued. Oh yeah, body cams. Yeah, they thought it would be a huge W. Yeah, if only they knew.
Approach a mental health call.
So we're coming after you now, MAGA.
Nice. Look at that wart on her left eye. God.
Thanks for the warning.
Ugh.
See,
TikTok.
We're getting rid of sexual assault, and we're not going to defile children anymore.
It's good to know. Yeah.
Right.
It's good to know.
So far, I'm on board.
Yeah. We thank you from the bottom of our heart.
How many teachers lately have been arrested for diddling with younger students?
Oh.
How many of them are women? Please.
A shocking amount.
Condor sister.
Condor sister.
Wife. Shut up, you cork soaker.
That's the whole point of Jesus coming, was for us to get better and better, to cut off the bad fruit. Cut them off.
Is she having an allergic reaction to like shellfish? Like, what is going on?
I don't know.
You gotta cut down that tree. There's no other way for the garden to thrive.
This is the kind, if your wife was like friends with this, or even like just acquaintances, you'd be like,
Is Shelly coming to the cookout?
Don't invite Shelly, please. I don't know.
TikTok.
How do you, if you invite this person over my house?
TikTok coming over out of
Right.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I could go the rest of my life without seeing this. A UK gay couple found guilty of raping and killing 13-month-old boy they sought to adopt. You don't even want to. You don't even want to know the injuries.
I heard about this.
Everything you could possibly dream of as far as retribution, just multiply that times like a million.
Squared.
Like I really wish it was possible to torture these people like over the course of just years. Just keep them alive and just do it for years. No, that's too Sergeant Rock. I get what you're saying. Too quick. You got to start to think like medieval here. Like you got to start to get the pair of whatever they call that thing. That's a good place to start with these fucking animals. And I hate to say it, I've seen enough. 2 gay dudes should not be adopting kids. I don't think they should be, because I think there's plenty of straight couples out there, and they always have to end up adopting some kid from Africa. Meanwhile, they send the little white, boys to these fucking perverts.
I bet you there was an enormous amount of red flags that people in the UK just didn't look. They didn't see.
They encourage it. They almost encourage it over there. That's how far the UK has slipped. You don't understand. Like UK had better get serious about some VIOLENCE pretty soon, or there's gonna be nothing left. It's like the number of people arrested for Facebook, etc. posts dwarfs like places like Russia and China. Ugh. What would Vlad WWVD? Yeah. What would Vlad do, James? Yep. I like the way you think.
You said what? Talk that shit to me, cuz. Not to them.
And then what?
Don't touch me.
And then what?
I can say what I want.
And
you
then
can
what?
touch me in this bitch.
And
I
then
can
what?
say what I want. And then what?
That's why you're walking though, right?
I'm walking by choice.
Go.
Don't touch me.
Go.
Stop touching me.
So we have one of those folk getting kicked out of a Walmart, and instead of just leaving, we got to do that. We got to go do this.
Stop touching.
Pop quiz. How does this video end?
A broken nose and some bloody teeth.
I want to see a taser.
I'll take cuffs for 100, Alex.
Me, bro.
Go.
Stop touching me. Stop touching me.
Go.
Touch me. Bro, stop talking to me. What the fuck? Stop talking to me. Just go. I'm gonna walk out when I want to walk.
You've got some sister there, probably an employee, just being like, just
She
get the
was.
fuck
She was.
out.
I saw the badge.
Yeah,
She's
she's
a
probably
worker
just
there.
like she's part of the 30 to 40%, and she's just like, get the fuck out of here. Ugh. Shawnee for 5. Just want to point out one of the best things about this World Cup was spreading it throughout the states for our European cousins to get a good view of what America really is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I love the scene. There's this picture of like these Japanese fans cleaning up after themselves at the World Cup. Did you see that?
Fairness to Jameis Winston joined him and helped. He took a trash bag and cleaned up everything as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love Jameis Winston. I think he's a pretty cool dude.
Go.
No,
Do
you
something
gotta
about
go.
it.
Go.
Who gonna make me?
Go.
Stop touching me, cuz.
Go.
Stop touching me, bro.
about to go in
You
handcuffs.
Stop touching me, bro.
You're about to go in handcuffs. To any white person, this would trigger a response in the brain.
Shit, they're serious.
Oh, they're serious. No problem, bro. Thank you. I'm leaving. But when you have like no frontal lobe, you do
About
this.
to go in cuffs. Go.
Stop touching me, cuz.
Stop touching me.
Cuz.
Can't touch me.
Bro. Stop touching me with your
Go.
They're all legal experts. They're all legal experts. I know my rights. You can't touch me.
Stop touching me with your hand, cuz. You can't put me in handcuffs. No, he can't. I didn't do shit. You can't put me in handcuffs. You can't put me in cuffs. I didn't do shit. For what? Watch out, bro.
You don't want to go in cuffs,
For
tough
what?
guy?
For what? For what?
Huh?
Stop touching. Why you keep touching me?
Because you gotta leave.
Why you keep, bro, stop touching me though.
Because you're not leaving.
I'm walking out. Stop touching me.
Go.
What's wrong with your? Hey, don't touch her.
This cop is just like, he's probably just like, not again. Just fucking, for once in your fucking stupid ass life, just do what you're told. You 60 IQ mongrel.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bro, go to.
Praise for that sister too. Like I said, we always say here, there's
Stop touching me, gang. Stop
a
touching me.
lot of black people who hate these people as much as we do. There we go. Yes. Get on.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Boom. There you go. It ends with him on the ground.
Next time he should paint his gun yellow.
Yikes. This is a close poll. Brigitte is, I think Sophia was up earlier.
She was. Yep.
Yeah, Brigitte eking it out. That just proves two pretty hot chicks.
Very.
Hell yeah. Classic beauty, both of them. Yeah, exactly. That's I feel bad for the ones that do speak out, that want to speak out, and they just get so much like pushback from everybody. You want to be an Uncle Tom?
From Walmart. I imagine your first time is a warning. Your second time is a, hey, aren't you not supposed to be here? The third time is probably like, all right, now we got to do something. Let's get our in-store security to handle this first. That's probably the fourth, realistically, time that this guy's probably been trespassed from that store. Yeah. That the police need to be involved.
Yeah, for sure.
That makes sense.
Yep.
I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube lately of black content creators going on and just lambasting all these people that are supporting the kid that stabbed. He's just going telling truth to the world in regards to the attitude and mentality of other African American people and the thought process that's just ignorant and stupid.
I think if you ever wanted to get a true split of like, okay, what percentage are just normal and indecent to varying degrees, and what percent are just irredeemable, this whole Carmelo Anthony thing is like the perfect litmus test.
Yeah.
If you're gung-ho about Carmelo being innocent and all that, well, I'm sorry, you're fucking trash. Absolute trash.
Don't we have one coming up in October in our hometown?
Oh, is that the parole officer?
I think so.
Cello. Justice for Cello.
Well, we're not too far away from the 19th, right? Or is that something different? Juneteenth?
Oh, Juneteenth. Yeah,
oh, my gosh. So I had a
God.
conversation. It's funny you mentioned Juneteenth. On Sunday was June 14th. And I was given rides, and some woman told me that it was a holiday. And I said, it is a holiday today. That is correct. And she said, it's Juneteenth today. And I said, no. I said, I'm not an expert, but I know that that's not today.
It's Flag Day.
It is Flag Day. And I said, Juneteenth, I think, is like the 19th or the 20th. It's between those two, which is why they call it Juneteenth for some reason. But anyway, she said, no, today is Juneteenth. And I said, well, I know today's Flag Day because it's my mom's birthday. And they wouldn't have two holidays on the same day. So that can't be right. And then I just, it is the 19th. Thank you, Bunser. And then I'm just like, it's Juneteenth, a holiday I never heard of in my entire life till St. George Floyd brought it upon us.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I remember walking through work and they were having some festival in the courtyard. I'm like, what is going on here? Oh, we're having a Juneteenth, holiday. I'm like, I don't know what that is. Oh, well, here, have some grits or, whatever.
Didn't they try doing something like that for Christmas called Kwanzaa, and that really took off?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What the fuck is Kwanzaa?
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. Thank you, Brian, for being a channel member. 4 months. Glad you got almost all your stuff back. Who knows? Maybe you'll one day you'll get a bonus and some of those Napoleonics will show up at your door too. Well, all right, guys. Yep.
He showed up late, but he showed up.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry. It's a better time. Prove me wrong. So, it's like you're not born, racist. Like you'll just notice things and be like, all right, there's a higher percentage of black people doing this kind of bad shit. And it's got to stop. And we can yell till we're blue in the face, but until they start taking care of their own, it's not going to change. So, whatever. They'll call you racist. They'll call you whatever. Just shrug your shoulders and go, okay. If that's the way you think, that's fine.
Don't go to work on Monday.
Yeah, just don't go to work. Yeah. Yep. So anyway, all right, guys. I'm gonna go right now, and I'm gonna head right out because honestly, you're gonna get more Double D than you probably want. Because tomorrow, my buddy Hastermind and I are gonna be streaming live for a little bit from Origins. So tune in for that. Probably like 7 or 8-ish. Just watch for set the notifications on right now if you don't have them. That way you'll be notified of it. Okay.
I am off next week. I'm on holiday.
You're on holiday. Crazy Mouse is on holiday.
Yep.
Yeah. So it'll. I would think probably just be Rogan and me. I don't think Zolt can come next week. That's his game day. So on Wednesday. So unless that's changed, it'll probably, I think, just be me and Rogan. Unless we have another Rogan RIP day. Yeah, thank you, Universal Night. Yep. Wise Man Rogan. You just got called Wise Man Rogan.
Oh, thank you.
Rogan. You bastard! There you go. All right, guys. Thank you all very much. Thanks to everybody that I met at CNY Con. RIP Crazy. There we go. Started at Chris. Sharp man. Yep, he will. He is looking forward to it.
Much needed.
There is not anybody in the world who's earned this vacation more. How many days in a row have you worked?
My last day off was Friday, October 13th. I've worked every day since then.
Every single day since last October. So,
including I worked Christmas. I worked them all.
Yep, Christmas.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, I told you, hardest working man I've ever met.
Absolutely.
Here, so, okay, guys. Like I said, look for me tomorrow, and thanks to all you. Thank you all for being so generous tonight. Yep. good to be back in the saddle with y'all. And yeah. Make sure to watch the rest of it, Surly, on replay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, watch that Twilight Imperium. When you're going to bed tonight, throw that Twilight Imperium video I did on. It's nice ASMR stuff. So, yeah, good night. I'll take it from here, Crazy Mouse.
Yep.
So, okay. Take care, guys. Love you. Talk to you tomorrow.
Good night.